and we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, you know the deal. We back again. Yo. A round of applause for Jersey's finest. A lot of content creators not worthy, but they minus. They get offended and start singing like the whiners. Talking like they tough, but it's only screaming and whining. My homie JusDueBoxing was the cat you don't come to. Your squad get run through. By the time you come to, you duck food. You suckers talk tough on the internet, revealing all your threats. Now we got you trapped in the net. JusDueBoxing be on this grind, y'all better hustle up. You deadlifted 90 pounds, we doing muscle ups. There's really no comparison. His voice sound like a derringer. Throwing a towel, it's just embarrassing. My dog Just very philosophical and psychological, and he mixed it all with good boxing news. These YouTubers feel like Bishop, I guess they got the juice, but it's lonely at the top to Just feel like child abuse. Be respectful, he don't want to talk wild and loose. If you can't relate, you get dismissed like a mild dispute. These weird cats will tell lies that they hide the truth. Why beyond views? You lose your life when you collide with dude. It's JusDueBoxing. All you cowards quit jocking. Kirk is official with no other options. Yeah. You know the deal. Judah Ben, we in the spot. JusDueBoxing, yeah. And of course, shout out to Mrs. Do, holding the whole family down. Word 'em up, word 'em up.
Say what? You may be young, but you're ready. Yeah, I bet she is. Ready to learn. Ready to learn? She must still be in school or something.
What's good? What's good with the fam on this good Sunday? Man, we back to get boxing as JusDueBoxing for a little bit on this football Sunday, but it's boxing every day over here. So we gonna build on these good fights that we had yesterday, man. So if y'all catch this on the playback, which I know you will, smash the like button, sub to the channel, turn them notifications on. Y'all know the drill. Let's go. What's good with y'all? Fender Bender, what it do, homie? How you feeling? So let's go, boxing fam. Making Sunday dinner, listen to the show. Okay, man. Getting your eats on. That's what I like to hear, man. What's good with it, Fender Bender? Ashley's Corner, what it do, Cuzzo? How you feeling? Yes, Cuzzo. Entertaining night. It was a good night of boxing for me. Edgar Chavez, Jersey, in the building. What's good, my bro? How you feeling? It was a good night of boxing for me, man. I enjoyed what I seen for the most part. Top Rank put on a solid card. The Zone, I mean, not it's the Zone, the Tszyu and them, they played on PBC, but their card wasn't as stacked in terms of names, but they had some good fights on there. And Tszyu and Mendoza delivered. Janibek had a fight. It was a lot of action on, man, but where do you start? Where do you start, man? I think the elephant in the room is Keyshawn Davis. The elephant in the room is Keyshawn Davis, man. They call him my boy Hype now, man. They call him my boy a hype job. I ain't rocking with that. I ain't rocking with it. Sam Goodman had a good fight, cuzzo. He was fighting, man. He beat Miguel Flores. Man, Sam Goodman was good last night. He put hands on Flores. Miguel Flores, I think his name was. he was getting pieced up, yeah. He was getting them fisticuffs put on him. That was a good fight. And that's another good win for Sam Goodman, because he also, remember, Cuzzo, he coming off the Raees Aleem win. That was a surprising win. I thought Aleem was gonna beat him. And when he beat Aleem, I knew he was gonna beat this Flores kid. I knew he was. The guy Flores. Yeah, he was, Cuzzo. He left it in the ring. Those type of losses, I'm never mad at. Like, you get what I'm saying? Or I don't never knock a guy for losing like that. Like, he went out there trying. He tried hard. He just was, outscaled, man. Sam Goodman, man, he was working. He was throwing some good body shots, man. I think he did a good job breaking his guy down. Matter of fact, I believe he did get a good knockdown to the body in that fight. I think it's 22, Cuzzo. I think he had 22. I'm gonna pull him up to make sure. I think he had 22, because he just beat Lean, and I know they had 22. This was a good fight, man. It was a good scrap. I thought I was the only one that peeped that. Sam Goodman from Australia, 16-0, 7 KOs. Yeah, he had 122. Yep, super bad. He came off the win, the split decision win over Raees Aleem, 117, 111, 112, 116, 116, 112. Split decision. But this fight here was a unanimous decision, and he completely outclassed this kid, 120 to 105 twice, and then 118 to 107. So he completely outclassed his guy. He completely outclassed him. Yeah, man, he dropped him. Yeah, because of that body shot, the 8th round, man, it sent him down. Bruce Gas, what's good, OG? How you feeling? Appreciate you pulling up on this good Sunday, to talk a little bit of boxing for a little bit, man. I think these fights was good. This is right what I wanted to see. Some good action. Like I said, Sam Goodman, he putting on some good wins. His back-to-back wins. He beat Raees Aleem. I thought that was a kind of an upset in my opinion. I expected Raees Aleem to win that fight. He lost by split decision, and Sam Goodman followed that win up with a unanimous decision win over Miguel Flores, who he dropped and dominated for 12 rounds. So, that was his second 12-rounder in a row. So, he's looking decent, man. Sam Goodman looking decent. He definitely looking decent out there. And they had Duke Reagan on the card. What y'all think about Duke Reagan? Did y'all see Duke Reagan fight? He had a close fight. In his joint. He got knocked down and everything. He got knocked down. He had a close fight. His fight was kind of tough too. Did she win or lose? Okay, she won. Okay. Yeah, Sam Goodman was that was Miguel Flores he beat up. Yeah, yeah. What you think about his fight, Cuzzo? I think look, I think he had a death in the family. I think his father had passed and he was out for like a year with like injuries and different stuff. So I'll try to give him some benefit of the doubt. Like, it wasn't his best performance. He got knocked down, but that's only half of it, right? He did get knocked down, but he weathered the storm. He fought back, but he definitely got some things to work on. Some people kind of sound like they're giving up on him, man. But I tell you what, man, his biggest problem, in my opinion, is, that's the problem, because his lack of power. Like, and I'm not one of those guys to knock you if you just ain't a power puncher or some big knockout puncher, right? And I don't expect that from every guy, right? I just, some guys are blessed with that often, a lot of guys not. But for me, I don't see why I don't see how he's gonna be successful at the highest level if he can't keep guys honest. Like, that's gonna be a problem in his career. You get what I'm saying? You seeing it already with these guys. And the thing about Duke Reagan, they match him up pretty well. Like, I don't think they be putting him in there with, like bums or anything like that. he be in there getting tested though. He be in there getting tested, man. Duke Reagan, man. He had a tough one. And it's crazy because he's 26 years old. You get what I'm saying? He 9-0 with 1 KO. And that 1 KO came in his first fight. You know what I mean? In the first round. Since then, it's been all unanimous decisions except for yesterday. Yesterday was his closest fight to date. He got knocked down in round 5 with a straight shot that put him right on his ass, right on his back pockets. And his biggest problem, again, is you know, he got to fix some things technically and it's, you know, tighten up on his defense and mechanics. But ultimately, I think the biggest issue for him is going to be the punching power or lack thereof. Like, this was a very close fight. Like I say, he got dropped in round 5. This was an 8-rounder. He won a split decision, 76-75, all across the board. So, you know, tough fight for him. He didn't switch it up. Dude was predictable. Yeah, man. And that's what he need for him. Like, he need variation to his offense, and he need to you know, provide different looks in there and not be in front of his guy. Because if you see where he got caught at, he was in front, standing right in front of his guy. Like, I think when your punching power is not, you know, that much of a factor, I think you can't afford to stand right in front of your guy like that and allow him to get shots off the way he did. Now, granted, it was one shot, and Duke Reagan did get up. He recovered well, and he fought well, you know, through the rest of the rounds. But he did have a tough out. It was a tough fight for him, and you know, I think the fights are going to get tougher. You know what I mean? Respectfully, like, he fought this guy, Jose Perez. Jose Perez was 11-1-2. You know what I'm saying? So he only had 1 loss. He got 2 draws, but he had 5 KOs. So he ain't a guy with a ton of punching power either. You get what I'm saying? But he still was able to score the only knockdown in the fight. And I think this performance might have some people second guessing Duke Reagan. I'm more of a, you know, more a lenient guy in the sport. Like, he been off for a year. He coming back from, you know, losing his pops, I believe. So, you know, you never know. You just got to give him some time to get all the way back. Like, and the reason why I say that, and I'm not trying to give him an out for a bad performance, because I don't necessarily think it was a bad performance. I don't think just because you got tested that, you know, it was a bad performance, right? But it was very close to fight. And I think it got some people second guessing him. But I'll just say this. If you look at Gary Antoine Russell and Gary Antonio Russell, when they both came back in their first fight since losing their pops, they both had their toughest fights as well, or they both had some moments in there. Well, Gary Antonio definitely had his toughest fight because he lost. You get what I'm saying? And he looked bad coming back after, you know, his first fight after his pops. And then Gary Antoine got in there with Ramses Bartholomew and got touched up a little bit. And we seen him get shook up a little bit for the first time. So that, again, you get what I'm saying? And that I'm just, you know, I'm just drawing parallels. Those dudes were both coming off of, you know, that was their first performance since losing their dad. And I think that's the same thing with Duke Reagan. So just give him, and he coming off a year layoff. So I think you just got to get it. He's 26, get a young man a little bit of time, man, to see, you know, he could tighten some things up and get some stuff right. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to give up on him. You know, he was an Olympian at the end of the day. So he got the talent and skill. He got that pedigree, man. But I think his biggest problem is that punching power or lack thereof, man. It's going to be very hard to be successful at the elite level with any consistency if you can't keep guys honest or get guys respect. It's going to be tough. Skywalker Boxeo, what's good with my bro? Giving Tszyu and Mendoza that just do great fight. Absolutely, bro. Appreciate the love, my bro.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
yeah, I hate that, Skywalker. They bogus doing that. I hate when they do that. Joe said Lil Keyshawn did okay. Yeah, man, we gonna get to him too, man. Chop was good. I don't think Keyshawn necessarily a hype job. I just think it's time. Yeah, nah, I don't think he a hype job either at all. You know, I'm asking that, and I put the question mark there because I see people going that direction with it, but I'm not going that far with it. I got a totally different outlook on Keyshawn than most people, so you know, I ain't unrealistic about it, but nah, he Hype job, hell nah. Mike, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Time from the face top opponents. Yeah, Chop. And look, hey, Chop, you see where he going next in December. He going Pedraza. You get what I'm saying? Jose Pedraza. And I know people hear that name like, former champion. You get what I'm saying? So he's gradually moving up, and he's getting Jose Pedraza in his 11th fight. I get Jose Pedraza ain't the Jose Pedraza tank fault, right? But he's still Jose Pedraza, a very experienced guy, former champion that can give anybody a good fight. And I think that's a good step up fight. And it's you see him making his way, man. You just got to give him a chance, man. People giving him a tough time because he talk a lot, but the dude just selling and promoting himself. You got to understand that about him. He definitely selling and promoting himself. Yeah, so I think Chop, that Pedraza fight is a good step up. Ghost, what it do, homie? Is who he always was. He's a good prospect. He's an excellent anywhere. He doesn't punch like that. He's one of the guys who will be a champ someday. Yes, yeah, I feel you, Ghost. But we're gonna talk about that too, man. We're gonna get to him though. Derek James, what it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? Duke issue is he need a better team, better coach. I feel you. He needs some punching power too, Ghost. He needs some punching power too, bro. What's good, my guy? Chop. Ghost DJ in the building. Be inboxing news. Salute, Brody. How you feeling, man? Don't work too hard, man. That's a working man. We have Popeyes. How Tim do? Yeah, Joe, I think he did damn good. LW boxing with it do, homie. So yeah, look, Duke Reagan, man. I just wanted to touch on that because I know people gonna give him a tough out. Earl the Truth Jr. This fan page was good, my bro. Double duty. He said you betrayed me for a new trainer. Nah, Early go nowhere. He funny. He funny. He said we can say who he is. He is in a hype job to the career ends. Yeah, rack up 4 L's and become champions. Right. So yeah, he ain't no hype job to me at all. You know what I mean? Hey, Keyshawn better stop talking like he him and move like a prospect. I think he talked like that because it's an effort to promote himself. And again, I'm gonna get to how I feel about it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, you get what I'm saying? So Duke just got sharpened up on some rough edges. That's all. Chris, what it do? He said Keyshawn is trash. A hype job, Jermaine Ortiz, Raymond Mutai, all beat him. I don't know about that. But we gonna talk about it though. Andrew Gray, what it do, homie? Salute the DJ in the building, my guy. Skywalker, man, my brother. Man, I smashed the like button. But look, man, Duke Reagan, man, I think he'll be all right. Just give him a little bit of time to see how it materializes. He coming off a death in the family and a year layoff. You get what I'm saying? They do match him up pretty solidly. So, you know what I mean? For him not to have the most punching power, he do box pretty well. But I did see some ring rust and some things, like timing, different things like that, judgment, reflexes, reaction being a little bit off, and you could expect that after a year layoff. So I'll say, like I said, Gary Antoine and Gary Antonio, when they lost their pops and had their first fight since, they both had their toughest fights. One of them lost. Gary Antoine got a little scare in there, but he still was able to do his thing and win. You get what I'm saying? So salute to Duke Reagan, man. Let's see what he do next, man. I'm not gonna throw him away. I don't think he trash. He a former Olympian. He got that pedigree, but let's see how much he can improve under the circumstances. And again, biggest knock on him at the elite level, I think, is gonna be punching power, not skill or talent. You get what I'm saying? I definitely think he got that. EJ, you fight? I missed the fight last night. I was watching the UFC game. Damn, you did. Salute to the queen, Tay Brown, the real queen of MMA combat. How you feeling, queen? Chris said, and Tim is the real deal. He just keeps getting better. He beat up Brown like nobody else has. He just has a brick for a chin. Absolutely. He said, okay, you facing Canelo for undisputed. Fate was good with it, bro. I'm next for that payday. Yeah, facts. You did. You know what I'm saying? Andy Cruz definitely schools him. Look, PGA's big dog. What it do, homie? Bill Earl just needs to fight his own style. I feel you, man. Salute to PJ's big dog. So look, man, that's the elephant in the room in a sense. JJ, salute, homie. How you feeling? Keyshawn Davis, man. Is he a hype job? Absolutely not. Y'all wilding. I don't care what nobody say. I'm here to tell y'all bugging out. Y'all bugging out for the second fight. Nah, this ain't the second fight in a row. He 10-0. This about the 5th fight in a row, and y'all bugging out. And I'm going to tell y'all why y'all bugging out. I'm going to tell everybody why they bugging out and they got Keyshawn effed up, bro. Y'all got bro messed up. I've been hearing since 5-0 that he ain't been fighting nobody. Since 5-0. I seen this guy go out in his fight and win every single round and drop a guy and people still complain. I seen this guy go out, dominate a fight, win every round, don't really get hit like that, and knock his guy out. I've seen it. I've seen it live, and people still complain. So when I hear, you know, a guy, he you know, like Keyshawn goes in there and he fight Nair Albright, who, if you being honest, can fight in his own right. You get what I'm saying? That kid could fight in his own right. He win maybe a couple rounds. I felt like that was a unanimous decision. But I take people criticism of Keyshawn with a grain of salt. And why I say that, and hear me, I want people to hear me clearly. If he dominates a fight and wins every round, don't get hit a lot, knocks his guy out, and people still complain and say stupid stuff like, he was supposed to knock him out sooner. If you see him dominate every single round, a veteran fighter, drop him, look impressive, and all they say is he was supposed to knock him out, it's like, what performance is a good performance? So again, anybody that's killing him right now, show me a time where you gave him his credit for doing his thing. Because I seen several fights in a row, and this kid, y'all been saying he's been fighting nobody since 5-0. I think that is bogus. It's irresponsible, bro. The dude can fight. He don't lose a lot of rounds. I know he a prospect. I'm not saying he the best thing since sliced bread, but that kid can flat out fight. If you can't see that, you just don't like him, and it's cool. You know, everybody not gonna like you, but all this, he got exposed. He a hype job. How is it that he gets exposed, probably losing 2 rounds, but Frank Martin could lose 3 or 4 to some people's, you know, credit, and it's all good. It's nothing to say about that. It's man, he just got to work on some things. But Keyshawn lose a couple rounds. Now he a hype job. He got exposed. He not like that. Nah, I don't like the bias. You know, you got to call it what it is. If we're being honest, Keyshawn Davis lost less rounds in his last 3 or 4 fights than Frank Martin lost, arguably in his last one. So again, I don't know what we talking about. I don't see the same thing that people see. Like, I see a kid that can really fight, bro, and he's still growing. And you know, he was in there with a guy that was fighting back. You know, Albright ain't lay down. He ain't come in there to lay down. He was fighting back, bro. And to his own credit, he's a good fighter. Keyshawn had a good performance versus a black fighter who came to win. Ain't that what the fans want? Talk to him, L. What they be complaining about? And again, I want to be very clear. I want y'all to hear me. I'm not overstating the win. I'm not saying that was his best win. I'm not saying that's his best performance. But hear me. I want y'all to really hear me on this one. Salute to Andrew Gray. Salute, bro. When people are complaining when you dominate a guy, don't lose rounds and knock him out, then you dominate a guy, drop him, don't lose rounds, beat him up, and people are not giving you no type of credit, then you have a performance like this and they want to jump all over it because a dude was competitive in spots, because you took some solid shots. This is a fight, bro. He had a dude in Nair Albright that came to fight. Wu came to fight, bro. He ain't come to lay down. He tried. He came to fight. It just, Keyshawn, you know, that skill level just a little bit different, man. Keyshawn showed great dominant skills in the beginning, offense to defense, effortlessly. Yo, he was in control of the fight is what I saying, Fate. You get what I'm saying? We have to learn to fully assess what we're seeing. The only thing people are seeing is that he arguably lost some rounds. They made it a majority decision. I thought that was bogus, and he got hit with some solid shots. He controlled the majority of the fight from the front to the back. You get what I'm saying? He really controlled this dude. He was never in danger of losing the fight. You got to give credit for the totality of the fight, not just the moments that Nair Albright had. Yeah, he's going to have some moments because that dude can fight, and he was coming to fight. He ain't lay down. Keyshawn looked okay in this fight. Yeah, look, listen, this wasn't his best performance, Jonathan. I mean, this wasn't his best performance, bro. But why I'm not willing to jump all over his back for it, because I've seen him have multiple solid, good, real good performances in a row, and people still crap on him. You get what I'm saying? He dominated his guy before this and dropped him, and people said he should have knocked him out. Mind you, the dude never been knocked out, and he was a vet. But you ain't hear nobody say, you know, Frank Martin should have knocked out Artem. And he lost 3 or 4 rounds, arguably, right? Nobody say he was supposed to knock him out. And he had 12 fights. You know what they did say? He was an Olympian. This is what they said. But when Keyshawn, he don't have that same luxury. So to me, I take people criticism of this performance with a grain of salt. If you were a person shitting on his performances when he dominates and knocks a guy out, I ain't really trying to hear you that he looked so bad this fight, because I'm taking it with a grain of salt. Because again, when this dude damn near pretty much pitch a shutout and knock his guy out, drop him and all that, it's still not good enough. So I definitely don't expect this performance to be good enough. And that's just to the naysayers. I ain't saying everybody that's critical of him is the naysayer, but if you're saying he got exposed, if you're saying he got a hype job, I think you being overly critical. How do you get exposed winning the majority of the rounds? That's not getting exposed. You get what I'm saying? What it is you seen a guy go in there and get tested by a young black fighter, as people put it, that came to win, that tried to win. He just fell short. That's what y'all seen. You seen a guy that has 10 fights. Yes, he got things to work on. He's supposed to have stuff to work on. He got 10 fights, bro. I don't care how he talk. When he talk, I like it. I enjoy the trash talking to this kid. I like it, man, because he promoting himself, and that's what he's supposed to do. Everybody can't be silent, man. Some people like to promote themselves, and he's one of them. Word is Andy had trouble with Albright and sparring too. L-Dub, man. Man, salute to the plug, man. Salute to the human fax machine. For all y'all Andy Cruz people. You see that? Andy Cruz had trouble with Nair Albright and sparring too. See what I'm saying? So just think about that, man. Don't be quick to knock him. See what it do, homie. How you feeling? That got me looking like a Keyshawn. Cuz you supposed to be a Keyshawn supporter. He a good kid, man. He a good kid. All he do is try to promote himself. And you got grown people twice his age criticizing him for promoting himself. Like what he's supposed to do, bro? Keyshawn is the goods. Keep up in the competition till the crown falls upon him. Man, talk to him. See what? That's somebody that's giving him a fair shake. He's not losing a lot of rounds in them 10 fights. He's been pretty dominant. He's been pretty dominant, bro. He ain't had a lot of shaky moments. He don't got like a lot of big gaping holes in his game. He don't. Do he got things he need to sharpen up on? Yeah. And to me, like, I watch him closely because he get criticized under a microscope. So when I watch him, I really be watching. He was a little eager to get the job done in this fight. I think he wanted to prove a point to this dude. He was really fighting a certain way. He was a little overzealous, a little eager to get to his man. He was a little eager. And I seen that. And that to me affected his performance. He's a patient guy, but he was patient, but not as typically as patient as I seen him. You get what I'm saying? He really wanted to get to this dude in spots, and I think it affected his approach to the fight. You know what I mean? But he still did a solid job, and he said C+, man. He gave himself a C+, y'all. Both brothers need to ignore the lights. Stay focused. I believe Keyshawn was playing with his food and got caught. I feel you. I feel you, cuzzo. I feel that dude is not that good. I mean, look, Chris, over here, bro, you free to have your own opinion. Yo, JusDueBoxing gonna rock with it. I'm gonna tell you, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna just give you something else to think about. How can you say a guy that's not that good, that's not losing rounds, that typically dominates all his fights, and then you see a first time where he get tested in some spots, and it's only a couple of those rounds where that was like that, and people say he's not that good. And again, what are we basing it off? You get what I'm saying? If a guy that typically is not losing rounds and is dominating guys, got some knockouts on his resume, dropped some guy, you get what I'm saying? I don't know what are we basing it off? And I'm taking my emotions out of it. Like, I'm looking at the fighter. I'm not looking at how he promote himself, how he talk. I'm looking at the fighter. I see a talented kid that's figuring it out. He got some work to do. He's 24 with 10 fights. And he will be fighting a former champion, a veteran, in his next fight. Pretty much in Jose Pedraza. Do you see how they're moving him? Like, you got to get a man a chance to grow. You can't be mad at him because he promotes himself. He's supposed to do that. He had a lot of people genuinely interested in seeing this fight. Frank Martin is trash. Also, the Armenian guy. Nah, he ain't lose to him, man. Frank Martin ain't trash, bro. Damn, man. BN Boxing News. Appreciate the love, homie. He said, not a hype job. People expect to see what he say. Right. And I get that. BN. I can never be mad at a person that's just want to hold the fighter to what he's saying, right? Some people feel like he said he promised a knockout. I didn't catch that because I didn't catch all the sound bites, but I did hear him. He said he was going to get his hand raised. They asked how this fight play. I was saying, I'm going to get my hand raised. So I don't know. I know. And if you listen to him after the fight, he said, he know I said a lot of things, but I'll be promoting the fight. At the end of the day, that dude is a good fighter. So people have to understand he's telling you what he's doing when he's doing all that talking that people criticizing him. Yo, he's promoting the fight. He understands you. If you can just like remove the fact that he talks and you don't like it, and just consider the fact that he got a pretty good handle on promoting himself. look at the other side of it. He does a very good job at, you know, seizing the moment when that camera, when the microphones is in front of him. The dude know how to take advantage of the moment and keep you interested. He a funny guy to me. I like him, man. I'm not bitter when I watch boxing. So when I see a guy young enjoying himself, I can identify with that. Keyshawn Davis is a 24-year-old former Olympian who's 10-0, you know, in a hot division, a lightweight division. You know what I mean? He living it up right now. He enjoying his moment, man. So I see him improving from fight to fight. And that my biggest takeaway from this fight is what I already expected to take away is he got more stuff to work on. He could be more consistent with his offense, right? More consistent with the jab, with his approach, not looping shots. He looping shots unnecessarily. And this was coming directly from a coach. And salute to Ronald Sims and my guy behind the hands, man. Looping shots, man, like when he didn't need to. And I think he was a little eager to get to his guy on the night. And that's what played into the performance a little bit. You get what I'm saying? He can do better than that. You've seen him do better than that. But he had a live dog in there, somebody that was trying to fight the entire way. That's what people are not factoring in. They act like he was just in there with a guy that wasn't fighting back and just looked awful. No, he had a live guy in there trying to win. Wu was in there trying to salute the Nair Albright, man. Wu was in there trying to win, man.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
My bro, A1 Hoop Zone. What's good with it? A1 Mark Castro beat Keyshawn in the amateurs. He got dropped in pros and nobody said anything, man. L-Dub, keep dropping that knowledge on them, on their heads. Chris, the Armenian guy, could crack. Oh, man, yeah. Keyshawn a good fighter. I'll give him that. Just be joking when it comes to him. Nah, I know A1, but I just be laughing when he talking better than Bud and Floyd. Yeah, you know, he just talking that talk right now. But I'll say this, y'all. His biggest criticism comes from people that I think don't understand him. That's my opinion. And don't really care for how he talks. And I understand it, right? You want to see more from a guy that is that outspoken. I understand that completely. But I'm trying to tell y'all, do not confuse a guy that's promoting himself with a guy that's a fight. He knows where he's at, yo. And ain't nobody proved him wrong yet. He ain't had a real bad fight. You get what I'm saying? He had a bad fight yet. He had some rounds where, you know, dude got some stuff off, but he was in there fighting, trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? Nair Albright is a solid fighter. Good fighter, bro. Coming off a good win. He looked all right. Yeah, he said it. C+. You get what I'm saying, Jonathan? He could have did better. And that C+, that grade is what it is, in my opinion, Jonathan, because of the gaps in offense. You get what I'm saying? The little gaps in offense. I seen him be more consistent with his offense. I seen him go to the body better. I seen him go to the body more consistently, period. Like, you get what I'm saying? I seen him be more fluid with his offense. You know what I mean? More straight down the pipe, more efficient with his offense. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, C-, bro, I ain't mad at it. But I'm just telling you, he had a lot of solid performances and people still crapped on him. That's why I take some of the criticism of him with a grain of salt, because you get what I'm saying? What is it when he dominates a guy and knock him out? You know what they say? They don't say, yo, that was a good performance. I ain't going to lie. He dominated. He ain't lose no rounds, dropped this guy, beat him up, knocked him out. They'll say, he should have knocked him out sooner. It's never enough. So I expect some of the criticism, but I call cap on the hype job stuff. I call cap. You can't call nobody no hype job that's typically dominating their fights. That should have been a unanimous decision. Do not let that majority decision crap fool you. The fact that somebody's seen at a draw is bogus as hell. That in no way, shape, or form on no day of the week is that a draw type performance. He beat that kid clearly, convincingly, and he had control of the fight the entire time. Gertz, what it do, homie? How you feeling? See what? Facts, bro. You get what I'm saying? Facts. Because I'm just trying to get people to understand, yo, he's a young kid enjoying it. He gonna sell himself. He better be enjoying the moment, yo. This is who he is. I'm cool with it. You get what I'm saying? He ain't trying to be nobody else. He being Keyshawn. I can rock with it. In fact, yo, C Wood, I think going from a Nair Albright to a Jose Pedraza is the perfect opponent. Richard Torres, and that's a guy who's the good. Chris funny as hell. Credit opponent for Keyshawn in December. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I said C Wood saying the right stuff. Step the level of competition up. There you go. D-Man, my brother. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? You say, hope Tank humble dude too. He said Haney Nair has no cracks whatsoever. It's good for the young fighter to be tested. It helps. Yeah, man. Right. Couple minutes behind the chat playing catch up. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm catching up, man. My bad, John. My bad. Nair Albright beat the Olympian in the fight before Keyshawn. Now he ain't nobody. That's see, they don't get it. They don't know that, Dub. They don't be knowing that because they don't do that homework. People are lazy fans. They don't do the homework, bro. They'll just say a guy ain't good and he ain't do good and he look bad. Oh, nah, bro. Nah, he went out there. He did solid, man. He can do a lot better for sure, y'all. I'm not overstating the win, but I'm not jumping all over his back because he got tested in a couple rounds. This boxing, you're supposed to get tested. People are overreacting. It's the classic overreaction, bro. Dude is no way, shape, or form overrated. He's not a hype job. I think he's right on par for where he need to be at. Yeah, Skywalker, Janibek looks solid. Tim, what it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? He said Ray Finkel was on the Niners. Oh, that mean he out there missing, huh? Laces out, huh? Laces out. Ray Finkel, but yeah, man. So look, man, salute to Keyshawn Davis, salute to Nair Albright. They made that a good fight. I thought it was a solid fight. I respect the performance. I know he could do better. Like I said, I don't know about y'all, but I really be watching this kid closely. And he made like a slight tactical error, which was being a little less patient than he typically is. And he was less consistent with his jab and body work. He wasn't as fluid and consistent with his offense. And I know he can be better than that. But again, it's a learning experience. How are you supposed to get better if you're never tested? You get what I'm saying? How do you know what areas you really need to improve if you're not put in no type of situations whatsoever on your way up? So again, I don't overstate this win, but I ain't jumping all over his back. He's a young, probably his 10th fight. He's going to get tested to some degree, but he handled. Look at that I think it was a right hook he got caught with coming in. Look how well he dealt with it. Look at people don't realize it. It's not just that he got caught with this shot. He got caught with a couple shots. Look how he wrapped this dude up, tied this guy up, got his head off the line, and you know what I mean. He took himself out of harm's way. Like he's a smart kid, man. He handled that moment very well, and then he got right back to business. People don't know how to make a full assessment. They'll just look at the negatives. And what I'm here to say is this wasn't his best performance, but it still was a solid one. You get what I'm saying? He can get better. You get what I'm saying? I think he will get better, but you can't tell me that he wasn't in control of this fight. You get what I'm saying? And that's what's important, man. Improving from fight to fight, man. And then, when you get put in a situation, is how do you respond? He never responded poorly in any situation with any shot he got hit with. You get what I'm saying? The kid is smart, man. So he only gonna get better, man. I'm telling you, he only gonna get better. So they better fight him now. Kirk Douglas, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Kid awesome. I mean, listen, Chris, over here, like I always told you, bro. I don't tell people they wrong. I feel you. I'm gonna always tell you I feel you. Kid Austin is a hell of a talent, like, you know what I mean? But I think right now, I think the pedigree is different, bro. I think the schooling is a bit different. I think Keyshawn got a bit of a more maturity to his game. You get what I'm saying? I think, Kid Austin is going to be competitive with whoever he get in the ring with if he don't beat him, right? But he's another one that's constantly getting better, right? And he's young as hell. He's a baby in the ring, and he's nice. So I like Kid Austin. You can't get me to say nothing bad. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Kid Austin. If you think he can beat him, I listen, you ain't crazy for thinking that, right? But right now, because of where they're at in their careers, I'm not looking at the number of fights Kid Austin got. I'm looking at the quality of fights. You know what I'm saying? And I think that tips in Keyshawn's favor to me. You know what I'm saying? We'll see, man. Hopefully they could line it up one day. Some people out there don't like Bud and Shakur, so Keyshawn gets thrown in that bowl. You already know. You know it, Gertz. You know it. Collateral damage, homie. Hardcore boxing news. What's good with it, Jay? How you feeling on this good Sunday, my brother? Man, Ricky, I feel you, though. Yeah, man. Kid Austin ain't ready yet. Yeah, I don't think so, man. Me old. Oh, man, y'all crazy. Yeah, man. But so overall, I'm cool with his grade. I don't think he was too hard on himself. I just think he understands that he can do a lot better. But I think he did good given the moment. You get what I'm saying? Given the moment, he did well. Oh, shit. My bad, y'all. Oh, my bad, y'all. I heard about this. Oh man, I seen that. Yeah, my bad. Senior is a damn menace, bro. Hey Jay, that information in that clip, I heard about it before. I heard about that before. I heard about that years ago, and it wasn't from Rolly. That was funny, bro. But nah, just to finish up my assessment of Keyshawn, like just keep improving, just keep doing better. You get what I'm saying? I just want to point this out. I don't want to change nobody. Yeah, you heard it. You heard it, Jay. I heard it before. No lie. I really heard it. I heard that for years, and I've heard it years ago too. But I'll say this: I don't want to change nobody's opinion or perspective of them, but I'll just try to give you something else to think about, how I always do. You are going into a fight. You are supposed to get tested. That's how you know where you need to get better at. And what I got from this fight, he gave us some moments where he showed us, oh, okay, you still learning and you need to get better. And that's okay. It's nothing wrong with that. I'm not crucifying him for that. It's part of the game. You're going to get touched in the fight, especially when you got a willing participant like Nair Albright. He came there to try to win too. He ain't come there to be no opponent. He ain't come there to be in all with Keyshawn, the prospect. He came there to fight him and try to win. And he did his best attempt at doing so, but he just fell short. And I feel like Keyshawn controlled the fight from the beginning pretty much to the end. I feel like he had some couple rounds where you could have maybe gave the Albright, but for the most part, I seen a unanimous decision win. And I seen better performances, and I know he'll get better, but this is how you get better, by being tested, right? You don't want everything coming super easy to you. Because like I said, if people really been watching him lately, his last, 2-3 fights was dominant wins, all of them. And again, nobody gave him no type of credit. His last one was dominant. Like I say, he dropped the guy. Everybody said he should have knocked him out. Mind you, this dude never been knocked out. Philly dudes come to fight all the time, Jay. And they don't do the homework as to who he beat and what win is he coming off. Momentum matters in the sport of boxing. That dude was coming to put up a real fight. He ain't come there to lay down. But Keyshawn was putting something on him, man. He put something on his mind. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was a good fight. He can do better. He will get better. But again, this is how you get better, because you got to get tested. You have to be tested to get better. And he can easily go back and watch this tape of this fight from last night, and he'll see some areas where he definitely need to improve. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not overstating the win, but he's still, like, look at the class of prospects that he came out with, and you tell me who doing better than him. That's where you start. To look at the class of prospects, the people that came out with him, and you tell me who's performing so much better than him out of the class of Olympians that he came out with. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's saying something, because that class of Olympians was some talented dudes. If you know who they are, you get what I'm saying? And this dude done gave them dudes some of the best work. So it ain't like, the dudes in his Olympic class is getting in the ring and outperforming him by miles. That's not the case. So again, he's still on top of his game to me. So I will see what's next for him. Pedraza, they saying in December. So we're gonna see if how he approached this. Pedraza, a former champion, ton of experience, a veteran. He's been around the block. He fought a few of the names, you know what I mean? Some names in the sport. So let's see what he do with him. Lim, what's good with it, bro? So that's why you better leave Martin alone. Yeah, I feel you. Listen, I feel you, Lim. But I'm gonna say this, and y'all might be surprised. I'm leaning towards him in the fight with Frank Martin right now. Or I'll tell you this, and I'll say this, I'm with confidence. That fight with him, between him and Frank Martin, would be a lot closer than what people think. I'm telling you now. That they're even, listen, I'm not here to argue. Like, I like to discuss things. If you feel like Frank Martin is better than him, you're not crazy for that. He's a polished guy for where he's at right now. But you got to think they had two totally different points in his career. And that skill gap, if you even think it's a gap, is not a significant one. I'm telling you right now, if them dudes was to fight, it'd be a lot closer than you think. It'd be a lot closer than you think. He not getting ran over by no Frank Martin. I'm telling you right now, man. Some of the things that he do better than Frank Martin will keep him in that fight, if not flat out put him in a position to win it. I'm telling you, man, those Olympians, man, ain't nothing to sneeze at, man. These dudes are smarter than what people give them credit for. I'm telling you. And I'm going to say this. This is just my opinion. I don't know it because he ain't fought him. I truly believe if Keyshawn Davis fought Artem, he would have washed him. That dude, in my opinion, my humble, honest opinion, is a solid, good fighter, but he did not do anything significant or extra special in that fight against Frank Martin. He really just capitalized off the mistakes that Frank Martin was making. And I truly don't think, given the styles, I don't think Keyshawn Davis would have made the same mistakes against that kind of fighter. And I believe as a conventional fighter, I don't believe he would have made the same mistakes that Frank Martin made. And again, I think Frank Martin could have did a lot better than that. And I don't even think that was a bad performance. I just think he got into his own head and he tried to fix what wasn't broken. And he tried to bring out an element to his game that he already shows in his game, being a dog. He said, I'm not going to be the nice Frank Martin. I'm going to be a dog. So being a dog, that's what happened. You get what I'm saying? I think he overthought the situation and he kind of fixed what wasn't broke. And he got the kind of result he got. Nonetheless, he still won. So that's all that mattered. Keyshawn won 8-2 in my opinion. I think so too, Ant. I think so too, yo. He was solid, not to mention Keyshawn. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, fam. Facts, I agree. Like 8-2, bro. I can give him about two rounds. Him just being an Olympian speaks volumes. I'm telling you, man, I know he talking. I know y'all be probably looking for the like my bro Jay be saying, the boo bop bang. You be looking for him to put that on people, right? Mike Biggs boxing, what it do, my bro? But this is what I'm saying to people, right? I understand some people were looking for a knockout in this fight, right? But I'm telling you, I've seen consecutive fights where he has gotten a knockout and dominated and people don't credit him. They'll still say something bad, like, he should have done it faster, or you get it. It's just weird. So to me, I just think he damned if he do, damned if he don't. Because the performance that people were probably looking for in this fight, for whatever reason, maybe it was something he said, and he understands it comes with the territory, the criticism. He dealing with it just fine. He won. So he ain't got nothing to hang his head on. But I just think people get him mixed up because he promotes himself well. And that's another area where I give him his just due and his credit. He understands how to take advantage of the moment. You get what I'm saying? When them cameras and them lights on, and then he do a damn good job in the ring. Now, it might not be what people expect, but if you expecting nothing but knockouts from this kid, then you ain't watching the right fighter, because he's not no concussive knockout puncher, but he can punch well enough, right? He shook Nair Albright up a couple times in that fight. You can tell it's not a lack of punching power, but everybody just not going to fold from the, getting hit with a couple shots. I think if he would have been more consistent to the body, I think he could have put himself in a better position to get a potential stoppage in that fight. And some people thought Albright was looking for a way out when he got that cut by the eye, because he was telling his corner, he can't see. And he didn't look confident at that point. So what you're saying, you can see a special fighter. We see them, and yeah, he not special. I got Frank knocking him out. Damn, Kurt. Bro say he got Frank knocking him out. I don't, because Frank ain't this knockout artist. Sometimes I think people might look at him as. I mean, he didn't knock out Michel Rivera. Michel Rivera was, that horrible on the night. He ain't knock him out. He fought Artem. I didn't expect a knockout there because the dude was undefeated, so you never seen him get knocked out, right? He didn't knock him out. I feel like Keyshawn is better than both of those guys. You know what I'm saying? I really do think he's better than both of those dudes, and I don't think he'll get knocked out. But if you say so, if you feel like that, I respect it. Like, I ain't arguing with it. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? I'll say this. Frank Martin has the power to definitely knock him out. He got the skill set to do it, right? But if they fought, do I think he would knock him out? I don't think he would knock him out. I don't. Because I just don't think he – and honestly, to me, defensively, I think he's pretty good, bro. I think he's pretty good. I do. I think he's pretty good. Training with Shakur, iron sharpens iron. Yeah, he only going to get better. He only got 10 fights. And he might be the reason Shakur is sharp if you talk to the right people. So Showing a good little fighter, though, for sure, man. For sure, Jonathan, for sure, bro. Tim a dog, for sure. AJ64, what it do, homie? Have Richard, the silver medalist, better. Chris like Richard Torres. Richard Torres, man, until they put him in there, I think until they raise his competition level whenever they decide to do so, I think you'll see more from Richard Torres, right? I mean, you'll know more about him, should I say. Right now, these guys that he's in there with, like, he just way too much for him. And I like him because he just got a consistent approach, bro. He coming in there to knock you out. Richard Torres ain't coming in there for the overtime. He not coming in there to be playing around with you. He coming in there to put them paws on you, hurt you, and knock you out. And I gotta respect it. I like it. He got good energy. He can articulate himself very well, man. So look, he just got to keep improving, right? Because we're not going to know what he's truly capable of until they up his competition level. Because I think these guys, these level guys that they're putting him in there with, think they're going to just keep bowling these dudes over, and rightfully so. He still needs seasoning, but man, he gonna have to be in there with somebody that can test him so he don't become complacent, right? Because thus far he's pretty much steamrolled this competition, man. So I think the only way we're going to find out some more about him if you put him in there with maybe different styles, maybe somebody that can survive and take him some rounds, actually. You know what I mean? Because he been cleaning house with these kids. So I like Richard Torres and his energy. So, I mean, he got polished some things up. You definitely could see that he rough around the edges, but he's so damn strong physically, man. I think like an undersized heavyweight, but he's so strong. He's like a bull in the China shop, man. He coming in there to break all your silverware up. You know what I'm saying? Roger was good with it. When Artem would beat Albright. Artem. Possible. It's possible. Kello, what it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? It's possible. I think it's going to be a good fight. Yeah, AJ, if they fight, it'll be a good fight. It'll be a good fight. I'm just saying this. I'm not guaranteeing a win for Keyshawn, but I'm guaranteeing that he don't get knocked out. I'm guaranteeing he won't get dominated. I bet you that would be one of Frank Martin's most competitive fights. I'm willing to bet that, though. I can't guarantee the win, but I can bet you, I'll be willing to bet you that would be one of Frank Martin's most competitive fights to date if he fought Keyshawn Davis next month or whenever. When Keyshawn next date in December, they was fighting in December. That in my opinion, I think that would, even if Frank was to pull it off, because I'm not saying he can't, right? But I think that would be one of his toughest fights to date. I'm just telling you, that dude, the way I see it, if you look into 10 fights, he hasn't given up a lot of rounds. So when people are saying what he is not, I don't know if they're basing it off the actual evidence in front of them, because what are you going off? Are you going off a couple moments that a guy had in a fight, and you're taking that small sample size instead of the bigger sample size in the fights and saying, what do you see? He's typically dominant in his fights. You understand what I'm saying? He's typically dominant in his fights. So the first time I see him get, tested in a couple rounds, I don't lose my head. You get what I'm saying? Because I know what he's capable of. He could have did better, but Albright was coming to fight. I just think people got to factor that in. Got that beef, that beef marinating, noodles in the pot, just doing the podcast Sunday, cooking, getting done right. Salute to Fender Bender. I gotta get you right too. I get Fender Bender right. Salute to you, bro. And McQueen is in the building. The Professor Keyshawn did some crafty things that you got to watch attentively to catch in real time. I'm telling you, and you the professor, man. I know you be watching that film, so you see it. Dude is crafty in there, man. He's very reactive in the ring, bro. But I'm telling you, I watched him. I feel like I would love to ask him, but I think he was a little anxious in there, just a little bit. Miss Joette, peace and blessings to the queen. How you feeling today? I think he was a little anxious, a little antsy to kind of get to his dude, even the way he was like stepping to him. Like he really wanted to like get to him. And I think it caused him to be a less fluid with his offense and not as consistent with the body work as I've seen it in the past. I've seen him work the body on both sides very well with some consistency in the past, and it's worked. I believe in that fight, he got a knockout. You get what I'm saying? So I think it was some, some tactical errors in there, but I think it was his mental approach that caused those tactical errors, right? And I think he was just a little hungry, a little, overzealous to get his man. He really wanted to try to make a point. And I think some of the action, to a certain degree, he may have forced it, right? instead of letting it come to him like his normal patient self, right? But I think that was him just really trying to get up for the moment, from an energy standpoint. I think he really was trying to go out there and deliver. So I'm not mad that you made a couple mistakes along the way. I'm not killing you for that. So again, and you haven't seen this from a fight to fight with him consistently losing rounds. And this is what I'm saying. When people say what he not, I don't know what you're basing it off, because I've seen his fights, but I haven't seen a ton of fights out of the 10 he got where he's given up a ton of rounds. He just don't do it. The kid really typically is efficient, and he usually is in control of his fights. That's what I see. So if I seen this over a duration of 10 fights, and that's the body of work that I got from your pro debut to now, and you've typically dominated, knocked out, dropped, and barely given up rounds in most of these fights, who am I to overreact over losing 2 rounds? Where are we at in boxing? And like I said, arguably, he's lost less rounds in his last 3 fights than Frank Martin did in his last 1. Do you get what I'm saying? He's arguably lost less rounds in his last 3 than Frank Martin might have lost in that last 1. If you a guy that thought Artem won 3 or 4 rounds and you had it like an 8-4. You get what I'm saying? If you're one of those people that shared that thought, 8-4 with Artem and Frank, just think about that. I don't even think you can find 4 definitive rounds in Keyshawn Davis' last 4 fights that he lost. Put that in perspective. That's not a knock on Frank. That's just putting things in perspective with Keyshawn. Frank is a hell of a fighter, and he's gonna keep being that, right? But just put that in perspective and tell me what you get from that. A guy lost less rounds in 3 fights than one guy did in 1. Just think about it. It's something to think about. You get what I'm saying? He's sharp. He's sharp, man. But he got to get better. And 10 fights in, you got to expect that he gonna have some areas where he need to sharpen up at. Gonna get interesting when the fight breaks out. True indeed. And it's full body work. I just off that fight, not trying to talk down. Nah, you're not talking them down though, Kurt. You're not. No, I don't think you are. You just have an opinion on them. And again, I don't want to change your mind, Kurt. I just want to give you something else to think about, right? Just consider it, right? Because I think I'm being very logical, right? I'm just giving you a different look. Maybe you ain't see it that way. Something to think about, right? He just don't lose a lot of rounds. So if I'm seeing a guy in 10 fights and you can't find a handful of definitive rounds where he lost, I think he in pretty good shape. You get what I'm saying? And he got so much room to get better. He's only 24. You get what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. Like, there's so much room for growth there. And I think, again, because of the way he promotes himself and his outspoken his brash attitude, I think that got people like, now he got to show me more. And I'm with y'all. I level with y'all. I get it. But I don't confuse the way he promotes himself with the way he's supposed to fight. Right? You get what I'm saying? Let's not confuse the two. He promotes himself very well. Even if you don't like it, he get people attention, so it's working. But I don't confuse the way he promotes himself with the way he's supposed to fight. Just because he promotes a certain way don't mean he's supposed to fight that way. I get it for the people that make that connection and they get frustrated, like, well, they feel like how you promote yourself is not how you fight. And I don't know. I like the attitude. His approach to the fights is similar to how he promotes himself. He's very confident in his approach to fights, and he typically does well and dominates. And he got some knockouts on the resume as well. So I think he's a solid fighter that just got so much room for improvement, right? So that's where we at with it, man. Salute to Keyshawn, man. Good win for him. Good win. Which Torres beats Jad and Chinese Monster. I like to see it, though. I ain't gonna lie. We celebrated Aunt McQueen 33rd birthday at 7 p.m. Salute to my brother Aunt McQueen and happy born day, brother. Man, I know it was your born day. Happy birthday, bro. Enjoy that. Technically, the only area where I feel he needs to get more comfortable is inside. And true. I got that. And I seen him do some work in there. But again, what I'm looking for at and why I level with what you're saying, because I need to see the consistency. Right. I want to see the consistency, and I seen it in fights, but I want to see it consistently from fight to fight, and that's what I want to see. So I'm right there with you, Jad, man. Look, I love to see that fight, bro. I love to see that. Yeah, he got good skills. That's all I'm saying, y'all. I just don't think he no hype job. I don't think he overrated or none of that. I think he right on par. I think he's a hell of a promoter, a self promoter, and yesterday he was. But happy belated anyway, bro. Yeah, man, I got you. Happy belated anyway to the good brother Aunt McQueen, man. Well, yeah, man. So 24 years old, 10-0. not losing a bunch of rounds, I'm cool with it. Just keep getting better, right? You know what I'm saying? Just keep getting better. And we'll see what's next for him. Like I said, I think it's Pedraza, as they mentioned. So we'll see how you handle that business in December when it comes. But moving on to the main event, y'all, with Janibek, man, and Gaultieri, or whatever his damn name was, man, that was one-way traffic if I ever seen it. His opponent was what, 21-0 or something like that. 21-0-1, something like that. With 7 knockouts. I knew right when I seen the 7 knockouts that he was food. I knew he wasn't gonna beat Janibek from the rip. I knew it. Fate, I knew it. Yeah, he beat him up. I knew it when I seen him 7 knockouts. And on top of that, you know, I think I spoke to my bro Dub. He asked me what I think about him. I thought that, you know, Janibek would win the fight. Could be competitive, but I thought he would win, right? But I noticed that Buddy ain't fought outside of his town, his country of Germany, I believe. So that to me already was a red flag. And that, no knock on the people that he's fought or where he's from, it's a lack of talent that he's been fighting, right? He's been fighting a bunch of guys that he definitely could beat in the same area. So he pretty much was like a hometown fighter. And, you know, he wasn't at home last night. And he looked like he was out of place. He didn't look comfortable with anything that was coming back at him. He looked like he had zero answer for anything Janibek threw at him. And it was just one of those, it turned into a showcase because Janibek beat him so handily. Yeah, man. Y'all salute to the good brother Jay, man. He will be on at 7 p.m., y'all. 7 p.m. for the fan, man. Janibek beats Lara and CHARLO hands down. Lara is pretty old, so I wouldn't be surprised if he was to beat Lara, Chris. CHARLO, I need to see what version of CHARLO is left, right? Respectfully, like I need to see where CHARLO is at when he returned, right? Because as it stands now, would I favor Janibek to beat CHARLO as well? Absolutely. He's been hella inactive, and Lara is on, he on his last leg pretty much. He in the twilight of his career, so Janibek coming up. What is he, 30 years old? He's pretty strong. He, crafty in there. He can box his ass off. Got good punching power. He can be mean in there. So, yeah, I would favor him over both of those guys right now, Chris. But if I see that CHARLO was able to get back to what he once was, like the best version of himself, then we got something, bro. Then we got something, Chris. We got a good fight. But this inactive guy, not so much. It's too many unknowns for me as a supporter to pick him just because I like him, right? I wouldn't be silly. He been out the ring way too long. Janibek been far too active to just think you're going to jump in there and beat him up. It's just not going to happen. Janibek, Fate is a fool. Said Janibek, a sorry unified champ. Dude wasn't that good to be unified, for no offense, but that's an example. Some belt holders don't mean much. Hey, yo, bro, speaking to that, Fate, Tim Bradley just said some guys that had belts are not good. I was like, bro, my bro had told me, he said this on live. I'm like, bro, you better chill. You're gonna be finding a new endeavor. You're gonna be searching for your newest endeavor, playing around with Top Rank, saying that they're gonna have you out there with Ward. You know what I'm saying? Have you out there with Ward playing around. Salute to my bro, man, Kirk Douglas, man, in that cash app. Much love and appreciation.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to my bro Kirk Douglas, man. Appreciate you, bro. Fender Bender, one thing cool about Keyshawn is he's already set for his next fight. You don't see that with many fighters. Fender Bender, can you tell him, bro? I'm telling you, Keyshawn is on it, man. And salute to the plug, because he knew both of those dates and both of those opponents before Keyshawn released them, man. Salute to Dub the plug, man. You know what I'm saying? Dub the plug. I think that's his nickname, if he don't mind. Dub the plug, man. Yeah, that's PBC Hometown Fighters. I feel you. Then Keyshawn get clipped at some point. Yeah, and that's what I was talking about, Fate. He got hit with like a right hook or something. And then I think he got, Albright might have slipped an uppercut or something up in there. But look at Keyshawn's face. Look at the way his body language. Look at the way he, tied him up, got right. Like he handled that moment very well. A lot of guys will unravel in those moments when they get hit with those kind of shots. He didn't do it. Like he be wanting to fight. That dude be wanting to fight, man. I like him, man. I like his temperament. I just want to keep seeing him get better, yo. I don't have nothing against him. He never did nothing wrong in boxing, but talk his talk. And if you mad at him for that, you must have hated Ali. And I ain't saying he know Ali. Don't get it confused. But talking is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Everybody talks and you know, takes a L. You get what I'm saying? You've seen it so many times. So he wouldn't be the first one. But he definitely got clipped. Oh, that's dope. Salute to the plug, man. That's dope, PBC. And Top Rank, yeah, man. Janibek and Adamas, that'd be dope. Teofimo, Super Bowl weekend. Horrible. Jay said, horrible matchmaking. Horrible. Yeah. You're right. The Janibek fight was too easy. Right, Jay. It was too easy, bro. It was too easy. I mean, I didn't think dude would shell up like that. He just didn't have any answers for Janibek. He was at a buffet. It was like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Everything he tried worked. He was in his bag last night, man. Everything he tried worked, and he was hitting him with some vicious shots, bro. He beat Buddy ass. I ain't gonna hold you. He beat Buddy ass. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Said we're gonna be a target. Say some BS. Sometimes we say truth. Yeah, man. Yeah, he was too truthful on that one. He need to tread carefully. They gonna have him searching for his newest endeavors. He gonna be thinking Top Rank for the time in a minute. You better chill. We gonna hear Tim Bradley making his farewell speech, talk about how long how much he appreciated him and how he wished, they would have been able to figure it out. You better chill. Janibek shows skill, but he needs to step it up. Absolutely. And I think the perfect step up fate is what L-Dub just mentioned, him and the Carlos Adames, because they already said things to each other and they talked about unifying or whatever the case may be, lining the belts up, put them in there with each other. That is the next fight that makes sense for Janibek. Carlos Adames, not Charlo, not nobody else. Carlos Adames and Janibek, bro. That's what I want to see. Yeah, he was way too much for Mikello. Teofimo has a few options we actually accept. Yeah, I want to see it too. I would love to see. Trying to beat Janibek. Janibek was beating him to the punch. Facts, yo. He couldn't do nothing. Everything he tried, it just didn't work, yo. It didn't work. Janibek had an answer for everything, bro. He had an answer for everything. I'm like, yeah, this ain't a good matchup because Buddy just couldn't, he couldn't hold his own. He was getting pieced up, man. I'm like, yeah. I seen the way he started shelling up and not really returning fire. I was like, yeah, he on borrowed time. Janibek about to feast. And feast he did, bro. Feast he did. He feasted, bro. He feasted. Taylor's officially in the welterweight ranking, so I wonder who he fighting. Oh, Josh Taylor? Interesting. But yeah, man, Janibek was just way too much, man. He became a unified champion. I don't know nothing about Gutierrez, but I know he ain't put up much of a fight. I don't know how the hell he got that belt, who he got it from. I wasn't paying attention to that guy, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So I didn't expect much from him, but I didn't expect him to lay down like that. I think the skill was just too much for him. Janibek just was on another level, and that's what he showed from start to finish to the knockout. I mean, he punished this dude after a while. Chris Eubank Jr. is Janibek mandatory, and he turned it down to fight Ben in December. The opponents is not Janibek's fault. Man, see, that's why I like the plug, man. He always on point, bro. Salute the dub again. Josh Taylor. Okay. Boots need an opponent for real, man. Dr. Wayne, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Yeah, he do need an opponent. Hardcore. Who they gonna get? Boots need some smoke, man. They said November for the young phenom. You know what I'm saying? For the young phenom Boots Ennis. I want to see him. He gonna punish somebody, whoever it is. Whoever it is get put on his highlight reel. I'm telling you, Boots about to beat somebody's ass in November. That's the date, the month. Yeah, Boots gonna put hands on something. Boots needs Stanionis. That's what I'm saying, man. Stanionis, somebody. I heard somebody mention Jamal James as a possible opponent. I don't know how solid that is, but I heard it. And I'm like, nah, he gonna absolutely slaughter him. I'm not gonna lie. He gonna beat the stuffing out of him. Nah, say it ain't so, did he? Cody Crowley turned it. He said, you want some of this? No. No. You know what I'm saying? Boots will actually dominate every fight down on the thick of it. Yeah, nah, the Boots be impressive, man. Boots really be beating you up, man. Boots ass whoopings be hitting different. He really be disrespectful about it. Hold on. Which one?
I'm Debo. Who? Debo.
I just tuck mine in. What's up, y'all? What's up? You got my 40, homie? I don't have nothing. Yeah, you got something. Why you tripping, Debo? Shut up, fuck, I knock your ass out.
Oh, man, that's messed up. Won't you give him back his chain?
What chain?
Yeah, what chain?
Messed up. Hey, that's messed up. Won't you give him back his belt? What belt? Boots gonna be like, what belt? What belt? I'm telling you, bro. Boots actually, yeah, he dominated everybody. Keyshawn bag 8 rounds last night. Facts, 10K. Them judges was tripping. 10K. What it do, my bro? Gutierrez beat. Oh, Falco. Okay, yeah. Falco is nice. Falco is decent. He's decent. He is. I just wasn't familiar with him. That's what I'm telling y'all. I had to be honest. I wasn't familiar with Gutierrez. They say Stan Eunice turned it down. Also, they bogus. They can't. Jamal James is on the list for Boots. Okay, that's what I did. I did hear right. Okay. Yo, he gonna smash him, L-Dub. No disrespect to Jamal James. I don't think he got the durability or the chin to hold up under the pressure of Boots. I think he's just gonna be one-way traffic. I really do. He's not gonna win a single round. No disrespect to him at all. Boots just on another level, and Jamal James is not there. And he done took some rough losses, I believe, didn't he? I mean, I don't know, man. Falco was 30-0. Yeah, he was. He nice. You right, Ant. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you, bro. Cody Crawley at my DM. He wanted to promote the Barrios fight. He did. He did say. I'll watch Cody Crawley and Barrios versus Ortiz versus Boots. We missed out on with Ortiz. Illness, yeah, Dr. Wayne. Yeah, that was the one. D1, what it do? Yeah, Boots was Debo. Yeah, that was funny, bro. That one was funny. You need it. I got you, Jack. I got you. Melvin, what it do, homie? He said, poor Boots ain't getting any younger, and these fools are just waiting year after year, not giving him a title shot or big fights. Right. It's coming to him, Miss Joette. I'm right with you, Queen. You need it. I got you, hardcore. Yeah. Why it's up? What it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? What belt? That's how Boots coming. Yo, what belt? You know what I'm saying? Not no chain. What belt? That's messed up. Won't you give him back his belt? What belt? Nah, I appreciate that research and keep me sharp, bro. And I know exactly who Falco is. You're right. He did beat him. Yeah, I'm serious. He texted me, we'll push the WBC, push it in the WBC. Barrios fight is what he's thriving for. I'll watch it. I'll watch Cody Crawley and Barrios. Yo, Boots. Them Boots skits be hilarious, dude. Them joints is classic every time. Yeah, I remember this one.
What a punk. What a fool. Mark.
That was beforehand. That one was before he fought Spence right there, though. That one was, just seeing Boots' head on them characters is funny, bro. I'm telling you. Because you know why it's funny? Because that's the Boots energy. He with the smoke. You cannot tell me that young man don't want to fight. And that's what's the most frustrating. Give him somebody, yo. Jamal James is going to be a slaughter. How I'm telling you, no disrespect. That's going to get bad for him in there. Boots going to style on him. Don't do that, Jamal James. You better turn it down like the rest of them. I'm not even trying to be funny. You better turn it down like the rest of them, bro. Nah, I'm with you. If you turn that fight down, I will not be mad at you, bro. Just don't. It ain't not that. That's not the guy, bro. Boots ain't the one. I don't know what you gonna gain out of that. It's not gonna be no upset. it's not gonna be that. It's gonna be bad. I'm telling you, he gonna smash something. He looking dangerous already. Winner Rocha and Santillian boots should face him. Yeah, D1, man, that's funny, bro. It's just a good laugh, man. Good little laugh, man. The creators of that is funny, man. They funny. They funny. But man, moving on, man. Moving on. Overall, man, I like what I seen, man. I seen some good fights last night. I seen Keyshawn get tested. Like I said, Nair Albright, I think people didn't give him enough credit for being a live dog, for being a guy that really wanted to win. He came to win. That's why we got us a entertaining, interesting scrap, nonetheless, right? On to the next, man. I'd like to see where Albright go from here too, because I watch him again. Kid can fight. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to go to 54. Right. Who's the creators of them? Pinata something. They say it in the corner, yo. Yo, they be creating them scare. I'll be crying, yo. I'll be having to play them, man. Like them joints funny. They be tripping. Oh man. But yeah, Janibek, I think the fight for him is Carlos Adames, and I hope they can get it done because they need to make that fight. He need to be tested. I think he willing to test himself. I think Adames is willing to test himself. You got two willing participants, two guys that's going to lay it on the line. You got Carlos Adames even called out Canelo recently. So if he feel like Canelo can't take his power, I'm pretty sure he feel like Janibek can't take his power. So it should be interesting and we can see them line that fight up. Can't wait till Boots get his big chance. He gonna show out. I'm more than certain for certain, AJ, that he gonna show out. Like I just want to see it for him because he deserve it, right? I really want to see him get the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? He deserve it, and I think he's gonna take full advantage of it. And I think everybody in boxing know that. They can say what they want, but y'all know the minute that man get in the door, he gonna kick it down, and it's gonna be hard to stop him from doing what he want to do. I'm telling you, that's what I feel like. So he got next. He got like now, should I say? You know what I'm saying? Boots got now. I mean, first opportunity you get, just watch it. But moving on, man, to this Tszyu and Brian Mendoza fight, man. Look, I was impressed with both guys for different reasons, right? I was impressed with Tszyu because he wasted very little energy in there. He wasted very little punches. I know he got a lot of flack for having bad feet. But I think he did a very good job at eliminating that from being an issue on the night. I don't think his feet was an issue at all. I think he used them very intelligently to position himself to throw punches, meaningful punches, and he was always on balance. His defense was pretty damn sharp to me. Like he was impressive how he beat Brian Mendoza up. Like Brian Mendoza put up some good resistance, maybe about the first 4 rounds or so. Then he really started pouring it on him, and he just didn't have much of an answer down the stretch. He started to really beat this guy up. He was catching him with uppercuts, big hooks, straight punches. I'm like, man, Tszyu was using his feet very intelligently to get to his target, bro. And I was impressed. I liked what he did last night. I like the way he got his business done. He eliminated his feet that people feel like are bad from being an issue on the night. And I feel like the same feet that typically can be an issue for him just was the reason why he was in position to land meaningful shots for most of the night. And he was very, he wasn't wasteful with any of his punches, bro. And I just like that he's strong. And I was impressed with Mendoza, the first quarter of the fight, but then more so down the stretch, I was impressed with his ability to take a damn shot. Like he got hit with everything, the kitchen sink included. You know what I'm saying? He got beat up pretty good. Miss Joe, salute to the queen for the super sticker. Always supporting the grind. Appreciate you.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to the queen. So I think he went out there. There's a name for Janibek as possible. Shane Mosley Jr. I know he coming off, I think, a good win, right, Dub? Shane Mosley. So, I mean, I give credence to that. I give credit to that. Like, I know I think he's coming off a good win. I think, unless I got the times mixed up, but I think he'd be more food for Janibek, respectfully. I think he'd be too skilled for him. Tim kills Charlo. Stay away, Charlo. Chris, hey, man, look, I'll tell you this. after seeing that fight last night with Tszyu, I definitely think the fight with him and CHARLO is a damn competitive one. But I think that it would be foolish to count CHARLO out. I know how he looked against Canelo, but you got to think, fighting in his weight class, you've never seen him look like that. And it would be tough for me to see him performing the way he did against Canelo at 68 against Tszyu at 54, where he belonged anyway. You know what I'm saying? So Tim is special for reals. Yeah, nah, Tim is nice, man. He's just getting better. He's a good fighter. He's an improving fighter to me. Still have Mel over Tszyu, but the gap is closing. I agree with that, Dub. And I think people are just, prisoners of the moment. And I get it, Dub. Like, they seen him go out there and lay that egg, and they like, yo, Tszyu, it's too strong. He gonna come forward. He gonna have CHARLO on the back foot. He gonna beat him up, but I don't know. CHARLO is dangerous, man. CHARLO ain't no walk in the park for nobody at 54, in my opinion. At the top of his game, and that's what I would have to assume that he would be, right? At the top of his game. So that's what I'm saying. Him at his absolute best, Tszyu at his absolute best is a bang out. It's an absolute scrap, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And no version of Tszyu, and at this point, is just gonna get walked over. I don't think. I think he'll give anybody a tough fight, if not beat him up, possibly stop him. Tszyu is nice. Changing power, you can hear the thud. And yeah, he got real power, yo. Bro had a real chin. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell Mendoza was on and what his chin made of, but that bro took every shot that he could have took. And I was like, dude, man, I thought he was going to go. And nope, thought he wasn't going to make it up out of there, but he did. So has the power and picking shots well. His defense underrated. Fate, man. He was sharp, yo. He upper body movement. He was rolling with punches. I'm like, yo, look at Tim. Tim got a bag, man. Who knew Tszyu had a bag, man? Tszyu could fight. Yeah, Shane Jr. stopped. Yep, Demetrius Ballard Jr. All right, I got it. Yep, he came off a good win. Yep, I remember that. It was that Ballard. You know what I mean? The issue is Mel making 54 after 2 years. I know. I get you, Ben. That's my only concern, right? That's my only concern. I'm right there with you. But I'll say this, right, Ben? If he can return to 154 and get back to the top of his game, then yeah, him and that fight is a damn good fight. I think it's 50-50-ish at this point. Get what I'm saying? I think Tszyu is a real opponent, and he's an improving fighter, and he's getting better, and he's dangerous, and he's confident. You know what I'm saying? Mendoza has a break for the chin. Yeah, man, he got an iron chin for real. Chris. Oh, yeah. October 4th. Chin got by Brainy. Right, Jay. I'm telling you, bro got a hell of good. He got iron chin, Dodie, man, bro was taking everything, man. I'm like, damn, ooh. I'm like, damn. Better grab him and hold him, bro. Better grab him and hold him, man. Grab him and hold him. He was getting the punching on you. It was getting bad in there for Mendoza. But no matter what, he tried to fire back with something, but Tim was just so much more efficient and consistent with his offense, and he was putting a beating on Mendoza down the stretch of that fight, and his chin just put him in a position to take more punishment down the stretch. He got beat up pretty good. 54 and show you what special is when he fight Tim. Oh yeah, AJ, he different for sure. Tim was like the father, low key. Yeah, the rat tail living up to the name, right? Should have kept the tail. He all bald now, man. What he got going on, man? Fate, you know what I'm saying? He should have kept the rat tail. He looking like a real zoo out there, looking like Costa. He out Tim out there punching like his daddy. Tim out there punching like his daddy, man. He out there punching, bro. He fought just about anybody else, bro. Man, they might have been night. And Mendoza was using that Cuban style on Tim, being good defensively, but Tim is special. He breaks you down, he can walk down defensively. He knows how to beat that back foot style. Yeah, staying on the back foot against Tszyu, unless you can fight extremely well on that back foot, is not exactly the move. You don't want to constantly be on your back foot with him, because he does a very good job at positioning himself to throw punches and meaningful punches, and he has very good balance. That's something that I noticed. Like, even with me initially feeling like he didn't have the best feet, he didn't find himself. You didn't see him out of position too often, and he fought a very, very disciplined and efficient fight. You get what I'm saying? I was impressed with it. Shout out to Mendoza. Chin made me money. Right. That's what it is, hardcore. That's what it is, bro. I like to hear that. Who else wants some money out there? Tim out there punching like William Old School at the food line. I'm telling you, he was punching hard, wasn't he? Bro was out there bragging. I'm like, Mendoza, you better grab, bro. I was like, Mendoza, you better grab him and hold him, bro. Like, what's wrong? Ain't nothing wrong with grabbing him and holding him at this point, because them hooks, them uppercuts, them straights, man, it was getting spooky in there. Mendoza tried to use the Cuban style. Keyword try. He did a few mistakes doing it, and Tim capitalized on it right. Mendoza doing a lot of posturing. Posturing and posing after the fourth. That's what I felt like, black belt. Salute to you, bro. I felt like the first quarter of the fight was the most competitive. I felt like after round 4 is where it started to get spooky. Tim Tszyu started to grow with confidence. He kept pressing forward. He kept using those feet, like I'm gonna keep saying, that I thought wasn't too good, to put himself in, the best position possible to unleash some heavy blows, man. So salute to Mendoza again, man. He took a lot of shots last night. He got hit with everything, and the kitchen sink too. The kitchen sink, the bathroom sink, like the basement sink. He got hit with all the sinks last night. Bro just wouldn't go down, and I could see why he's never been down. That's crazy. Through all of that, Mendoza not only did he not get knocked out, he never been down. He buckled, though, I think a time or two. He said, sorry. AJ said, sorry, just not a fan of Tim. He lacks skills. You can say, like, it's something about him that comes off of, like, a bit raw, right? About him, right? But, like, I ain't saying he's the most skillful and crafty guy in there, right? But I think with the skill set that he does have, he's very efficient and effective with it, and it works for him, right? And he has very good power in both hands, and he has deceptive hand speed. I don't know if y'all picked up on that last night. He was beating Mendoza to the punch. He got deceptive hand speed, yo. Like, it was crazy to see that. It was crazy to see, yo. The dude got some real sneaky hand speed, bro. That's what's impressive to me about Tim Tszyu, and his ability to not be wasteful with punches, bro. I love to see it. He said Tim was actually surprised Mendoza didn't go. Yeah, I know. At the end of the fight, right, Fate? Maybe that's why he was so uncomfortable at the end of the fight, because he had the posture of a guy that lost at the end of the fight, Tim Tszyu. Big Dose, what it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? Hardcore said he had Tszyu by decision. I was on pins and needles. Yeah. You was on pins and needles, Jay, and Mendoza ass was on skates. He was on pins and needles, and Mendoza was on skates, fighting for his life in there. Tim Tszyu was relentless, bro. It got to a certain point. He had a certain flurry in there. I think he got hit with like an uppercut, a hook, or something. Like he was getting caught with like some heavy leather. I'm like, oh, he about to go, yo. And he was on another type of time, bro. Salute to Mendoza, bro. He was in great shape. See what happens when you're in great shape, folks? See what being in great shape could do for you? Man, that boy had to be in great shape, because like I said, he got hit with everything in the arsenal. Kitchen sink included, bathroom sink, basement sink. You know what I'm saying? The fountain outside in the backyard. Tim Tszyu hit him with everything. He gave him a whole tour of Australia last night with every punch he threw. Oh, man. And Tim Tszyu said that was his last fight in Australia, too. That's why he was punching like that. He was like, I got to get him, man. This for Australia. This for the Aussie fans, bro. Man, he gave that man a grand tour of Australia with them shots last night, bro. He just, you want to know what Australia look like? Just ask Mendoza, bro. He got the first-hand experience of what Australia look like. Tim Tszyu took that man on a personal tour, nigga, one-on-one tour of Australia. hitting him with everything: kitchen sink, bathroom, basement sink. Tim got to learn. Got a lot to learn besides just throwing punches that ain't gonna cut it at the top level. Nah, I think I get it, AJ, but I think it was more strategic than that. I don't think he was just because just think about it, AJ. Just look at it this way: he wasn't wasteful with the punches, right? He wasn't real wasteful. He was very efficient. That's why I was impressed with it, because he was putting himself in very good positions with his feet. You get what I'm saying? And it allowed him to really like get off some real meaningful shots, man, and keep Mendoza honest and just keep him moving on the back foot. Tszyu brought great pressure. You get what I'm saying? With the feet, that's not the best. Like he fought a really solid fight. Like Timmy has nice pop too and some speed. Yo, he got big dose. He got deceptive hand speed. I was just saying it, bro. Yeah, I love to see that male matchup. It's 50-50-ish to me. Behind the Hands TV, my brother, what's good, bro? Tim approach is very similar to his father, very respectable power and the ability to throw punches from some wild angles. And his efficiency, bro. His efficiency, bro. I love it. Like he pick his shots very well. He's just not a guy coming forward, throwing a bunch of punches, hoping he land. You get what I'm saying? He know what he's doing in there. He was very active in there. He was showing good upper body movement, good defense. He was rolling with punches in there. I seen Tszyu in his Tszyu bag, man. Tszyu was in his bag last night. I needed Mendoza to not get knocked out. I was glad when Tszyu took off the 12. Right. Yeah, Mendoza was hurt several times, big dose, man. He weathered the storm, bro. Y'all see the Saw Poppy dude. Yeah, Saw Poppy got brutalized. Top level, he the WBO champion. True. That's true, Mo. That's true, Brody. He is. Tim been knocked out on his ass before. Yeah, he been sat down before, AJ. I think he got knocked down twice in his career, maybe once or twice in the first round, but they was more so like flash knockdowns. I ain't gonna hold you. They was like flash knockdowns. AJ beat an elite guy and Brian Mendoza. AJ beat it. Yeah, JERMELL has to. Yeah, everybody been knocked down except for GG and Canelo. Ayo and Chris and Mendoza, bro. Mendoza never been knocked down. Mendoza never been down in his career. Big dog Willie, salute to my brother. What's good, big dog? He says, salute, just doing the infamous Haney coat. Hashtag capping.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to my bro, big dog Willie. Team need to bring his ass over here. America to fight our champions. Like Boots, when he move up, Boots will make him look like an amateur. Hey, AJ, you ain't called. I don't know if you called what he said after the end of the fight, bro. He called out Charlo. Charlo, or where you at, or whatever he said. But he said Las Vegas, bro. So I think that's his plan, AJ. Because he said, like, just to bring you up to speed, just in case you ain't hear him say it, he was saying that's his last fight in Australia. He said that's his last fight in Australia. And he said, Las Vegas, here I come, like as if he's coming over here in the States to get that smoke. And he called out Charlo. So my guess would be that he would be looking at some point to get a Charlo fight somewhere in Vegas if they can do it there, right? So that's a good sign. I respect it. I want to see it. I'm not knocking him. I'm not doubting his talent and his skill set. I'm not doubting his ability to make any fight tough for anybody he get in there with. But let's see what he does with a guy like Charlo, if that fight can be made and if Charlo can return to, rare form at 154. And that's a sizable if, respectfully. You get what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. Imagine Mendoza was fast. Right. Oh man, I want to see Bud versus Tszyu. Hey man, listen, I fancy that too, Fate. I ain't against that at all. I love to see Bud go up there. I think Bud, if he'll get caught or nothing like that, though, you know what I mean? Because Tszyu out there is punching lights out. I'm telling you, but. Yeah, man, Bud, that'll be an entertaining fight. I tell you that. Tszyu gonna make that fight entertaining, bro. We're gonna make that fight interesting because he's resilient. He could take a punch. He bring that pressure. He's very good at, even with limited feet, getting himself in prime position to throw meaningful punches that can keep you on your toes and keep you honest and outright hurt you or knock you out. You know what I'm saying? So he's an entertaining guy to watch. You can hit him. He is hittable to some degree. But I think he's an improving fighter. Respectfully, I think he's getting a bit better. I don't think the CHARLO fight is first. I can see Tim versus Lubin. That'd be fun, big Melvin. That'd be fun, bro. That'd be fun because you already know, Mel. Lubin ain't turning it down. If that's on the table for Lubin, he won't turn it down. That's what we know about Lubin. He don't turn down no smoke. That's why I rock with him heavy. Win, lose, or draw. Lubin is a dog. Lubin is a dog, man. They're too small. Tim too strong. He was able to push back a strong man in Mendoza. So I don't know what those 147 pounders going to do to him. I feel you, Chris. I'll say this, Chris. To that comment, I'll say, like, yeah, I do believe in properly acclimating to weight classes. I do. You know what I'm saying? But moving up properly and challenging Tim, like, I think Bud, if anybody, Bud could be a guy to definitely challenge him. You know what I'm saying? For sure. If not, straight up beat him. As Lubin happens, I'm rooting Tim. He said, okay, Lubin knows at last he got controversial win. I get you, Fate. I like that Tim versus Lubin. Me too, hardcore. I do. Tim likes a lot of skills, and he know how to do is come forward and punch. I get it, yo. Listen, AJ, I'm with you, bro. I'm leveling with you. I get it. It just would have, like, basically, like, for you like, yo, it's nothing super special, right, about him. He's just coming forward and punching. But my thing is, right, just look a bit closer. In an effort to come forward and punch, he's not wasteful with the punches. As I was saying earlier, right, his efficiency shows you that even though he might not be the most skillful, his style and how he approaches a fight is very effective, and it works for him, right? Maybe there's a certain style of guys, certain fighters, right, that challenge him in a different way, right? I'm with you, right? But I do think what he does bring to the table is very efficient and effective for a 54 weight division, man. You get what I'm saying? I think his ability to, again, I can't stress this enough, put himself in position to throw punches and be efficient landing them. You get what I'm saying? And not just being wasteful, not just being like a mindless zombie. I'm just coming forward, throwing punches. And even when stuff was coming back, he was reactive defensively too. So he showed the ability to be defensively responsible and aware and active on defense, right? He was moving his head, leaning back, rolling with punches, getting him to hit the shoulders a bit, like he was boxing. So I just say, I'm still with you. I get you. Like, it's not the trickiest, right? It's not the most craftiest approach, but it's efficient. And I think that speaks volumes because without him being the most crafty guy, he still finds a way to be very efficient. Without him having the best feet, he still uses those same feet to put him in prime position to be able to land meaningful punches and keep a guy like Brian Mendoza, who's coming off like back-to-back upset wins, keep him honest, keep him on his back foot, keep him moving. You get what I'm saying? Keep him thinking in there. Brian Mendoza had to figure it out, and they got rough on him down the stretch. So just think about what I'm saying, right? People like certain fighters, certain boxers were picking, Mendoza to win because of the boxing ability. Just think about how a guy that you saying you feel like just coming forward and throwing punches was able to, with that style, neutralize the boxing ability of the guy that probably is the more craftier boxer. You get what I'm saying? But Tim's style and the way he was able to implement it is why it was successful, right? Because we always say, that quote, styles make fights. Well, yes, especially when you're able to implement said style. And that's what Tszyu was able to do. You get what I'm saying? He essentially, what I'm saying is he had the ups and he was beating Mendoza to the punch. He had an answer for whatever Mendoza had going on, but not so much the other way around. You get what I'm saying? I'm too just. I like Lubin, man. The fight, the Tower Inferno won me over, even in the loss, right? Because Big Dose, anybody could see that it wasn't a skill deficit that he was at as to why he lost to Fundora. It was application and execution and just simply fighting the wrong fight. You can't fight a guy at what he does best in his wheelhouse without switching it up and think that, you're not going to put yourself in a bad position, right? The problem, my biggest takeaway from that Lubin Fundora fight is he didn't make Fundora earn it. He was supposed to make him earn it. You get what I'm saying? He didn't make him earn it. And by electing to fight him right in the pocket and allow him to blast him with so many uppercuts, because you got to think, you stand in the fire, it's only so much slipping and dodging you gonna do. You're gonna get hit, especially when you got to do like Fedor with a pretty good gas tank, throwing rapid fire punches. And he's, despite him being pretty tall and long, he's able to get pretty good leverage in the inside with those shots, and they're meaningful. So that's why his face got busted up like that. But again, if he would have boxed more and mixed that boxing up with the fighting, he'd have done a better job. I think he would have won. Tim need to bring his ass over to show up on the top level fighters. I get you, AJ. You want to see him in the States? I'm with you, bro. But that, like I said, AJ, he with you too. He said that's his last fight in Australia, and he said he want to come to Vegas. You know what I mean? So let's see it. See what you mean? Tim seems limited. Got to see him against real dudes to see what he really about. But I feel like Mendoza was a real dude. I feel like Mendoza was a top guy at 54. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, you can't be much of a title holder if you had JERMELL, CHARLO, obviously having the rest of the belts. But aside from that, Mendoza had credible wins, solid wins, back-to-back wins. You get what I'm saying? Up now, big knockout of the year type candidate, right? So I got Tim over everything at 54. Kurt said he got him over everything. Jerry, what up with it, fam? He said Keyshawn the truth. I think so too, bro. He just get a bad break. You already did. AJ Harrison and Brian are top fighters at 54. I think so too, even though Harrison was an older fighter at 54, but Mendoza is a younger one. Mendoza was is Mendoza younger than Tim or a year older, but nonetheless, he's young enough, man. He's a good, credible opponent, and he beat him handily. And nobody beat Mendoza, I don't think, in that fashion to date. Not like that. Not the way Tszyu did it. So that's why I gotta give him his just due today. Y'all know that's what I'm all about over here. I gotta give that man his credit. Gotta give Mendoza a ton of credit for being hit with every tool in the tool shed, and, every appliance in the house. You get what I'm saying? Every sink in the house, basement included. Like he got hit with everything, but he ain't go nowhere. And that full speed isn't skillful. He did at least at a decent level. Yeah, I don't think you have to have foot speed to be skillful, right? Black belt. Not me. I don't. If that was to me, I don't think so, because I don't think Canelo has a ton of foot speed and he's still skillful. You know what I'm saying? He just don't have fast feet, but that don't mean they ain't skillful. I think Tszyu has educated feet. I think they're better, especially after last night, than what people give him credit for, because I think his feet were a big reason that he was able to land the shots he landed, of course, and had a success the way he had it. And fight Jesus Ramos, let's see what he really got. I'm with you, AJ. AJ on it. He like, nah, bro, Mendoza, that's not enough. We need a little more. We need a little bit more. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, yo. Bring it over, Tim. Let's see what he got. I'm with you, AJ. I'm from Australia. Why would Tim fight Lubin? Mendoza beat Fedor beat Lubin. That's going downhill. Not really, because Lubin did get a win over Jesus Ramos. You know what I'm saying? The young Jesus Ramos. It's not necessarily a bad fight. You get what I'm saying? Costa, salute to you, fam. Appreciate you stopping through. Y'all smash the like button, sub to the channel if y'all haven't. But right, I'm with you though. I'm with you. You feel like it'll be a backwards move. I get it, but it's just an idea, right? Just in case he don't get a CHARLO right away, right? Right, Costa? It's just an idea, right? It's potential opponents. CHARLO do got to make his way from 68 all the way back to 54. That's probably not going to be the easiest transition. So one could think he might be out for a little bit. Who knows, right? And Tim could get a fight in the meantime, in between time. Like, and if you know, like I know about him, he don't mind staying busy, right? That's what he's been doing since him and CHARLO fight was scrapped. All he's been doing is staying busy and winning and looking impressive. So I get you. I definitely want to see him move forward as well. He got a belt now. He defended it. That was considered, I guess, a title defense. So let's see it. Right, Jay, styles make fights, especially when you're able to implement that style. Mendoza is that guy, man. Jay got that money. Not worried about the hype job, Tszyu. I feel you, AJ. I don't think he hyped, though, because I think he beat a real credible opponent, a real solid, a good opponent in Mendoza. You get what I'm saying? So I respect the win. You know what I'm saying? I think Tszyu is an improving fighter. His confidence is growing. He's getting more comfortable. And, let's see who can stop the train, because right now he on a roll. Mendoza versus Vila. We need Vila to move up. See that scrap? That'd be a war, right? That'd be a war. I went at you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Facts, black belt. You know he got skill. You gotta give him that. That dude is skillful, man. I'm telling you, like, it's a method to his madness, is what I'm saying. Like, I understand, bro, feel like he just be coming forward, throwing punches. But I would feel like that too, right? If he was just coming forward and it looked sloppy and he was just flailing punches and being very inefficient and ineffective with the punches, right? Just being wasteful, right? You know what I mean? But Tszyu showed me quality with some quantity to some degree, right? He fought at a very good pace and he threw a lot of quality shots. Like, he just wasn't wasteful. That's my biggest takeaway. That's why I was impressed with the way he handled his business on the night. You get what I'm saying? You gotta give credit to that. He just wasn't a mindless, like, brute coming forward and, you know, going for the swinging for the fences. Now, he had his moments where he was going for it, but you see how he was cracking Mendoza, bro. I thought he was going to get him out of there. He go to call. We said, oh, no, absolutely not, AJ, bro. I feel you, bro. Look, that's why I listen. With me, I just know how to have a conversation, right? And what I mean by that is any topic that I bring up on here, on any live, I gotta leave room for the conversation, meaning I know people are gonna see it different than me, right? And for me, if I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from, I have to understand where you coming from as well. You get what I'm saying? So it's give and take. So if you like, nah, I need to see more, I can level with that because I get what you're saying, right? You like, okay, he got Tony Harrison on the way out. You know, he got Mendoza off a couple good wins. Let's see what else he do. And you know, he over in there in Australia, right? You want to see him come in the States and get some of the top level smoke in the States. And I'm with you. And I think that's what he wants too. That's why he's going to make his way over here to Vegas if he can help it. Or I think that's his idea of getting in the States. So I definitely respect it. And I think that's why he fought as hard as he did. He fought a damn good fight for his last fight in Australia. If that's in fact his last fight there, it's a hell of a fight. It's a hell of a way to go out, man. It's a great win for him. It's a great win. It's definitely a great win. But I feel you, man. You want to see him get that, you know, in the state smoke. And I'm with you. You want to see him get in there with them dogs. CHARLO does Tim to keep busy. Why not just fight Rolly? Costa said Rolly. You trying to see Rolly get balled up by Tim, bro. You trying to see him get balled up. He gonna get balled up, bro. Salute to my bro, Big Dog Willie, back in the super chat. Bill, Captain America. Haney might be influential in the man in the world. Bill Haney Captain is a work of art. Leonardo da Vinci, Mozart, Shakespeare are genius in their prospective fields. Salute to Bill.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
What to do, AJ the moderator? No wonder all people agree with that guy, Chris, but won't admit it because they don't want to get blocked. Nick Olive, I don't know, you must be new to the chat, homie, but salute to you. Appreciate you. Hope you sub to the channel. Smash the like button. Nobody gets blocked for an opinion over here. Like, you ain't just hear what I said. Like, you could come in here, right? And you could disagree with everything I've said for this hour and 48 minutes we've been here, right? And I wouldn't bite your head off about it. Like, as long as you're not disrespectful and you logical, I tell you, you can have any opinion you want. I welcome it because you got to leave room for a conversation, man. So I know there are going to be people to come in here and disagree. But I understand how to have a conversation without disagreeing. It's just not necessary for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to disagree with you to make a point, right? Salute to my brother.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
You'll never see me block somebody for their opinion. Like, no, I've still have yet to ever do that. And the moderators in here won't do that either. They'll block disrespect or people just being ignorant, right? But nobody gets blocked for their opinion over here. Matter of fact, a difference of opinion is welcome because that's how you have a conversation. You dig what I'm saying? Just you should be thanking Bill, man. Pay you swell for that lame. Big Dog be killing me, man. I'll be loving it, yo. You gotta give it to him, Big Dog. He pretty damn creative with it, yo. It's pretty creative, and it's original, right? He don't bite nobody. He just it's his own thing that he do. So I appreciate it. He always supports. Salute to my guy, Big Dog. Appreciate it, man. Big Dose, I feel you, though. Flawless mentality, Dr. Mark. Salute to the OG, my brother. Always elevating, dropping them gems. Salute to you, OG. How you feeling? Man, it's a solid channel. Yeah, pull up a chair, right? Telling you, pull up the chair, man. Like, nobody gets blocked. All just join the conversation. Like, you could be like, nah, just, man, I think Tim that guy. I think he sleeps Charlo. I think he sleeps Bud. You get what I'm saying? You could tell me that. I ain't gonna be mad at you. Like, I get it. I know what boxing is. Anything can happen. So, like, you know, I ain't mad at nobody. He said, nah, he ain't just. Right. You get what I'm saying, hardcore? Just be respectful. Because in the words of my bro Jay, because we ain't going back and forth with you. You know? We ain't going back and forth with you. Oh, man. He said that, nigga, always Gary. Man, Gary, yeah, Gary, pull up a chair, man. Nobody gets blocked for their opinion. Like, we not sensitive like that. You can't grow blocking people for their opinion, right? Just think about how many people it is in the world, right? And I'm just one guy. I'm just. You know how many people will disagree? Like, I've had people subscribe to me because they've came in here and disagreed, but gotten their respect. You know what I mean? They're just do, even though they disagree. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for that. You know what I'm saying? You can have any opinion you like, man. You think Tszyu that guy? Look, he looking like it. You get what I'm saying? He looking dangerous right now. He looking confident. He looking like an improved fighter. You know what I'm saying? He talking what I want to hear him talk. I didn't necessarily expect him to say he wasn't going to fight in Australia again, but I do like this Las Vegas and this Charlo talk. I like that. Whenever Charlo get himself back situated at 54, hell yeah, give me that fight. And I'm going to say this right off the bat. If Charlo could return to rare form with that same hunger and that same lion at 54 that we know him to be, then he'll be just fine against Tszyu. It's not no for sure shot that he goes in there and beats him, but I think I'd be foolish to count him out. And I get what he just did against Canelo, but that's Canelo, and that's 2 weight classes up. I haven't seen him come remotely close to shelling up and fighting like that at 54. So again, seeing it at 54 will be all new all over again. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't think we'll see that if he's still that same hungry guy, because a hungry male is going to be a prepared male, which is going to lead to him executing at the highest level and usually getting a win. And just to throw this out there, ain't no yes man over here. Right, Jay, you get what I'm saying? We respect all opinions. And to his credit, y'all, see how quick, I know the performance was so bad, it just leaves such a foul taste in your mouth, right? That you like, man, that he ain't returning back to form. I get it, right? But I'll say this, just if he can return to what he once was, and if he rebounds how he typically rebounds after a tough fight, whether that's the loss against Tony Harrison or the draw against Castano, he came back big in both of those fights, right? He had the draw. I mean, he had the loss against Harrison. He came back. Harrison still gave him a very competitive fight in the second one, but he got the job done and knocked him out. He responded well, right? Turned around, had Castano fight, had a draw, right? You know what I'm saying? Came back in a rematch, responded well, right? Okay, he jumps 2 weight classes, there to be great. He didn't come close to getting his desired result. No problem, right? So, but what I'm saying is we seen how he responded in adversity, right? And in the past. So I factor that in some when I look at Charlo, right? I could understand that Canelo bag could have him a little complacent, right? And maybe it killed his drive, his hunger, who knows, right? But I'm still giving him the benefit of the doubt because I have 2 examples in which he battled back from adversity and got knockouts in both fights. So all I'm saying is I'm giving him an opportunity to be able to return to the guy that he once was and at least be able to have a chance, right? An opportunity to you know, be at the top level, be back to the male Charlo that we used to seeing, right? So again, if we just going off of what he's shown us in the past, he's shown us a ability to respond well in adversity after tough fights, right? That's just looking at the whole scope of things. So I can also consider that the Canelo bag could have could have been like a business decision and a retirement check for him, and maybe he ain't as hungry no more. If that's the case, then he'll be in trouble if he gets in there with a Tszyu and he's not the hungry guy. But if he's the hungry male Charlo that we know, if he's in shape, at the top of his game and focused, then we get a damn good fight out of him and Tszyu, I believe. You know what I'm saying? But may the best man win, bro. Boxing Facts, salute to you, fam. Salute. Castaño's no pushover. Yeah, I like him in his style. Would like to see Bud fight him on his way up. Yeah, that'd be a fun fight, fender bender. I think that would be a great step and move up. Yeah, man. It'd be a fun fight. Facts. Yeah, man. I keep telling y'all, but Big Dog Willie, man, is one of the, he has fun with that stuff. Like, he's not serious. It's not said in hatred. Like, he don't have no hate. That's why we able to, like I'm able to laugh at it. I know it's not, it's pretty creative to me. It's funny because I know it's in good fun. You know what I'm saying? It's in good fun. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not a knock. He just like the, poke at the Haney fans, you know what I mean? Just like I have people come through here all the time and joke with me or talk crazy about Shakur. It's boxing. It's fun. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, Tszyu, Charlo, should I say, we just have to wait and see, man. I do think if he can return to form, that Tszyu fight is the one that people want to see, especially after the way he looked against Mendoza, right? And you got some people saying straight up he beats Charlo after this. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel like he'll beat Charlo. I say it'll be a very good fight if Charlo can return to form. And that's what's the most important. He'll have to be the return to form. Yeah, there's no need to get mad. We got to enjoy it, bro. It's just jokes, bro. Over here, nobody hates nobody in boxing. I don't hate a single fighter, man. You know what I mean? I show everybody love. Charlo to Tim fight poor. I don't think Charlo dug Tim. I think Charlo chased the bag over Tim, right? I think it's like this, right? Costa, just look at it like this. When you look at Tszyu, he's an up-and-coming guy. He's an improving fighter. He's coming off solid wins, constantly getting a little bit better. He's an improving fighter, like I said, right? That's a dangerous fight, I think, for anybody because he's a good fighter with good punch of power and good skill, good temperament, man, good boxing ability. I think he's a smart dude, too. You know what I mean? For the skill that he got, I think he's smart and he's efficient with it. But if you look at it, Costa, just think about it, right? It's an easy decision, right? Do I fight the dangerous guy for, a potential sizable bag, right? Or do I go fight another dangerous guy for an even bigger bag and a more dangerous guy and a more risky fight, right? You know what I mean? It's an easy pick if you look at it like that, right? If you're looking at it from a business standpoint, right? You look at it like, do I take the Tszyu fight or do I take the Canelo bag, which is a once in a lifetime opportunity, right? And if you, and I'm just giving you something to think about. Don't want to change your mind. Stand on your square. But what I'm telling you is, if you just considering everything and you look at, the history, Charlo was at 154 with him, where Canelo was taking fights at 155 pounds and not fighting the top guys at 54, right? At least the ones that we truly wanted them to see. So it's history there. So when you factor that in and you looking at a JERMELL that got a potential young, hungry, dangerous Tszyu, that probably you can get paid, especially if you fight in Australia. You know what I mean? I think it'll be a nice bag. But, you look over at Canelo, and that's a guy that you wanted to fight all this time, right? So it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and it's a bag that come attached with it. So if you just looking at it from a business standpoint, and you looking at a Charlo, he clearly had options, right? So he just weighed his options and he went with the more lucrative one, right? So I think now you just fast forward, right? That's out the way. There won't be no rematch. He said he's definitely coming back down to 54. And I don't know if you heard it, Costa. He said if Tszyu was there, if that's who's on the table, then that's what he on. He all on it. So let's say if he's staying true on his word, let's see how he transitions himself back down to 54 and what fight he take, because I never seen Charlo as a duck. I can't put that jacket on him because he made a business decision, right? I can put that on him and say that's what I think he did. And he weighed his options and he seen that Canelo was the once in a lifetime, like, lucrative bag, like, you know what I mean, to fight not only Canelo, but to get the bag that comes with it, right? So I think you looking at it from that perspective is an easy pick, especially, bro, just think about it, bro, especially if you got an opportunity to come back down, and that fight is essentially still on the table for you because Tszyu did what Saturday? Just, you know what I mean? He won. So again, that fight is still there. So I don't see it as a duck. I see it as a business move that he made, and you know what I mean? I think that fight is still on the table. So you always got to be open to that, right? He did mention Tszyu. It ain't like he avoided mentioning him. He said he's definitely coming down to 54. He said Tszyu is there. That's what he on. So Tszyu got the belt that was once his, and I'm pretty sure he'll have no problem fighting him. I mean, I got faith in Charlo. Platt boy plays. What it do, homie? How you feeling, Platt? Yeah, man. Yeah, he broke his hand. Like, he ain't duck him. He never. You might be. I think what you might be talking about, Costa, is I did hear that he had an opportunity to fight him in Australia, and I think he said he wasn't doing it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'll have to double check that. That's what you might be talking about. He had, maybe it was an opportunity before for him to fight Tszyu and he didn't do it. But I don't. Again, bro, like it, I don't know. I just look at ducking different, bro. Like, dudes be having plans, and sometimes they be going with those plans. And again, plans can change, and sometimes dudes are still in those plans. But he look what he did. Look what fight he took. Instead of Tszyu, he took Canelo. I think if Tszyu probably had that opportunity, he might have done the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You never know, but it was just a once in a lifetime opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'm not going to fault him for taking it, but if he's going to come back down to 54 and fight Tszyu, I'm for it, especially if he can transition himself back down there and, you know, and not Roy Jones himself, no disrespect, in the process and get himself hurt because he's dropping so much weight so fast. So we'll see. Yeah, big dog. That's true. I be trying to tell him for you that you just be joking about it, yo. It's just an ongoing joke. It's just like good jokes, yo. It's like when people come in here and the Joe and Jonathan, they always kill me about Shakur. I always laugh with them, bro. And they usually come up here and we go back and forth and laugh about it, bro. Because it's all love, man. We support Devin and Bill Haney, bro. I definitely do, bro. I do 100%, man. I'm rocking with them boys, man. I'm rocking with them boys. He giving me good fights. I'm rocking with them boys, man. And they entertaining, man. He was just on Boxing Voice going off on Shakur. Yeah, so that's still funny. Like, I don't care about that stuff. Just good boxing, man. But salute to everybody in the building, man. Y'all smash that like button. Sub to the channel if y'all haven't, man. Overall, last night was a good night of boxing. We've seen some entertaining fights, you know what I mean? We've seen Keyshawn have some, you know, show you some moments where he, you know, some areas where you need to improve as a young prospect, and that's to be expected. 10 fights in, not going to be perfect, but long as you good, long as you get that win, long as you get better, long as you learn, it's always a dub. So let's see what how he handled Pedraza next. I can't wait to see that and how that's going to look. I think he's going to do just fine because I believe in his skill set and his talent. You know what I mean? I think he's going to be just fine. I'm going to give Duke Reagan, you know, some breathing room. Like, not that he needed from me, but I'm just not going, you know, hound him the way some people might. I'll say he came off a year layoff. He lost his pops. In the process of that, you know what I mean, he needs some get back, right? And he has struggled a little bit. This was his most competitive and closest fight. It was only split decision to date on his resume. I'll just point out this, right? He was coming off of losing his pops and a year layoff, right? Gary Antoine and Gary Antonio Russell both was coming off losing their pops, and in their first fight back, you know, Gary Antonio lost, and Gary Antoine got tested and had some vulnerable moments in that fight against Francis Bartholomew. So they both had a rough fight after losing their pops and having their first fight back, right? Getting that feel back. You know what I'm saying? So I think the same thing could be the case with Duke Reagan. I think he could have had a lot on his mind. He still performed well. You know what I'm saying? He responded well through the adversity. He got knocked down in the 5th round with a straight shot that sat him on his ass. He got up and he responded well, and he fought to a split decision. Like I said, it was his most competitive fight to date, but I know he can be better than that, and I'll see. Like I'm still gonna wait and see what he got before I like close the book on him. I'm just not that kind of supporter. He's 9-0, 1 knockout, but he has to find a way to gain these guys respect, or it's going to be very, very tough to win at the top level if guys are not respecting you and they just walking through punches of yours. Fendi Bennett said, Bill Haney, goofy. Yeah, man, I feel you, bro. Who you got, Keyshawn versus Haney? Right now, if it was right now, it's still a very competitive fight, but naturally I would have to lean towards Haney right now. But maybe a couple years with the right kind of season and the fights, maybe it'd be different. But right now, I'll definitely lean towards the Devin Haney. But it'll still be a competitive fight because Keyshawn can fight his ass off. Devin Haney just got a lot of experience, and you gotta give him his credit. You get what I'm saying? I'm not a hater of his. He's a very, very disciplined fighter. You know what I'm saying? And he got 30 fights under his belt. You know, that's a nice amount of, experience that he's gained, especially more so in his last couple fights. Especially after you get this Regis smoke, like he's building a solid resume, making smart moves, calculated risks. They're very strategic, but they're calculated risks. They're risks nonetheless, and he's fighting dangerous opponents. And I think he's making good business moves, and it's paying off. What I like about this is a second pay-per-view for Dev, and you get an opportunity to build off that first one, right? And like I said, me as a true supporter of his, despite who I think he can beat and who he can't, it doesn't matter. I want to see the young man do well. I want to see Regis do well. A lot of people said this wasn't a pay-per-view fight. I would like for their numbers to reflect that this should be a pay-per-view fight. If I can help it, right? I'm going to support it. I'm going to rock with it. So we're going to see. But I would lean toward, Dev right now for sure. As he too much experience factor right now. Yeah, he Shakur told me once. Something for you, big dose. Now I was serious, of course. I don't think I ain't come like that. Nah, I think again, I always want to be clear, right? My only frustration with people is not their opinion of them, right? Because I don't think nobody should think the way I think about him, because I share different experiences. Like I watched the beginning of his career. A lot of people that be having criticisms of him haven't really watched the bulk of his career the way I have. So that's why I be confused as to what are you basing your assessment of if you're telling me that you haven't seen most of his fights, and I have. So it's like I have a different assessment of him. So I understand people to be different, but I know narratives when I hear them, and people push a ton of narratives on him. And they done something with Haney, Cheney, saying he's Cheney, pillow fisted. I did lives shooting down those narratives for that young man. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's weak. Like when we got a good fighter in the sport, my opinion on that fighter is let's embrace and let's support that fighter. I don't care who I think he can or can't beat. I'm behind him 100% because he represents the sport at a high level. And the last time I checked, Haney does that. So now I'm gonna continue to rock with him. I'm with Sean Porter. I seen the last of JERMELL. It's possible that money could have did it at Kello. He could be fed. And he wasn't pressed for money before that opportunity too. So he's setting himself up nice. Appreciate that, Jay, man. Appreciate that. And everybody that supports the grind, man. Much love, man. And the starting name. Yeah. Nah. I hate the name calling. That's why I say, man, always come in. William, old school, my brother. How you feeling today, man? That's why I say always come in here with respect. I always challenge people with this that come in kind of hot and aggressive. Just go read my about section, man, like in my channel. And you read that, you see what my purpose is here. You will know when you come back here, you'll be like, oh, I can rock with this dude, man. He just want to build on boxing, bro. And y'all, if y'all can, man, y'all go check out my bro, Platboy Plays. Go get that man a sub if y'all can, man. Let's help him get to that 500 mark. Bro be doing some good gaming, some great gaming content over there, man. Salute to you, Plat. Appreciate you. I've scored since the Olympics. I watch every fight, right, big dog. And I've had to like miss fights of his as an amateur because I had to work. And I've always heard my oldest brother and one of my cousins that used to box that came up with Shakur. He used to always vouch for him and tell me like, yo, cuz, you gotta watch this dude. When I finally seen him, I was like, man, damn, man, I think that dude is talented. And I've just been watching the growth. So my assessment of him is always going to be different than somebody else's, because most people that I talk to, they haven't watched the fights. People be like, I ain't seen this pro debut. I ain't seen this fight. And I'm like, bro, I seen them all. So it's different. And you just don't lose rounds. So it's funny how you can fight, you can have a certain amount of fights and pretty much never lose rounds and be dominant every fight. And somebody will still ask for so much more. And there's nothing wrong with asking for more, but at least be mindful enough to assess what's actually in front of you, what the product is in front of you. And I think you just have a very impressive, dominant fighter thus far, and he's going to keep winning. All you got to do is stay the course. And that's the same thing for Keyshawn, Tank Davis, Devin Haney, anybody you can name, bro. Regis Prograis, anybody. You stay the course, you're going to keep winning, bro. Now, I mean, that Olympic pedigree, Big Dog Willie, a lot of people be sleeping on it, man. You can't sleep on that. That Olympic pedigree is nothing to sneeze at, bro. Those dudes be well schooled. Appreciate you, Miss Joette, for subbing to the bro Platt, man. Appreciate anybody that gives the bro a sub, man. Appreciate everybody that's supporting the grind. Platt boy in the super chat. Much love and appreciation, homie, man. Let's get the bro to the 500 mark. We gonna get you.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute the Platt boy, man. Appreciate you, bro. Watch record growth from his fight to fight. And his last fight is amazing. That's why I say, like, I know sometimes people get caught up in the stuff, the what we feel like is the personality of the fighter. But I always say this to people, like, that very little bit that we got access to is a very small percentage of what their actual personality is. Now, I mean, what you see when the cameras is on or somebody typing on Twitter is not necessarily how you would perceive them if you met them. So I try not to get wrapped up in how I feel about somebody personally. And I just look at the talent, unless you moving weird, super weird. But a lot of this stuff is these is just young kids responding to their situations and trying to do the best they could, man, to make the most out of them. So I don't crucify these young kids for making their mistakes on their way up, trying to be great. That's where I'm at with it. I'm just a different guy. I'm not watching boxing and be mad at people when they make a decision that's best for them. You know what I'm saying? But salute the Platt boy. We appreciate you as well, family. Appreciate you. Man, yeah, man, we got a good night of boxing, man. We had a good night. Janibek was impressive. Like L-Dub said, he's saying Top Rank reaching out to PBC to try to make that Janibek and Carlos Adames fight. I do believe that should be the next fight. It'll be a great fight. Adames is a willing participant, and so is Janibek. It will be no shortage of action, in my opinion. You got two guys that got the temperament to come in there and hurt you and beat you up, pick you apart if you let them. It'd be a tactical war, and I love it. I love the fight. Just got off a DM with Cody Crowley. He definitely says he wants Barrios next. He says he's fighting in January. Appreciate that, Jay. Appreciate that, family. That's dope, man. Y'all out there. Right, man. Hey, Flawless Mentality, Dr. Mark. Appreciate you, OG. Appreciate you, my brother, subbing. Appreciate everybody that subbed to the homie Platt, man. Appreciate y'all. Man, that's dope, though. All right, let's see. He won Barrios. Look, I like that fight for him. I really do. I really do. I'll watch that scrap. It'll be entertaining because Cody Crowley showed me he got another element to his game that I like, and his ability to get in there and fight, and I like it. Have to remember those are 20-some-year-old men, right? Remember when you were young? I said that. I be saying that, big dog, and I get it. Sometimes we be so set in our positions and where we at life, we be forgetting that these dudes are young. I always just want to point that out. I'm not giving you a pass to be just ridiculous, right? But I am saying I give these dudes a break because they're young men growing up and they living in the limelight. Their life is under a microscope. Everything they say and do is intensified, magnified times 5, times 10. So it's crazy. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, Hardcore. Appreciate you, Jay. Much love and appreciation to all y'all subbing up to the bro, man. Yeah, right. Yeah, Platt boy, man. Yeah, them YouTuber cars, they getting out of hand, bro. They getting bogus now. They getting bogus. Yeah, man. And before we do get out of here, I just want to say this, y'all. I know a lot of y'all might have seen the recent Miss situation out there and seen that, you know, that weird display of boxing. And I know a lot of y'all probably seen that Logan Paul situation where he fought that guy Dylan Dennis. And I just want to let y'all know I'm from Jersey. I know they put up on the screen that Dylan Dennis is from Jersey, But I'm just gonna put this out there. I assume that he's not from my part of Jersey, not doing what he did last night against Logan. I'm assuming, and this is no slight to what I'm about to mention, but he got to be from like Hackensack, New Jersey, or Hoboken, because there's no way he ain't from where I'm from, bro. Like at all. Like my part of Jersey, he lives somewhere tucked away. Like I don't know where he live. He definitely ain't nowhere from where I'm from. So I just want to put this out there too to the family. Like I don't know who authorized that Logan Paul and Dylan Dennis fight, but all I do know is that they said he was from New Jersey, and I just want to let y'all know that if y'all are into the business of giving people free paydays and y'all got him from New Jersey, where I am currently at, if y'all don't come out here and get me, you think I'll fight Logan Paul right now, bro? Like, get me out there. I'll fight Logan Paul tonight, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all gonna be giving out, the worst thing y'all could have did is put the fact that Dylan Dennis was from New Jersey. I said, what part of Jersey is that guy from? Because I ain't never seen him in my life. And I'll be outside. I used to be anyway. Where is Dylan from? Because we don't claim him. He probably from Hackensack, man. I don't know. I don't know nobody out. Hoboken. I don't know. What part of Jersey is he from? Where is he from, bro? Bro from Cherry Hill somewhere, man. I don't know where that man from, bro, but he ain't from out here. I think that was a typo, man. I'm going to have to talk to the producers of the show. I'm going to have to get down to the bottom of what's going on. Yeah, they call it the Misfits, and then y'all was out there acting crazy. Logan Paul in there with a cut on the side of his face from a microphone. No disrespect if he wasn't juiced to the gills, but they said something funny about the testing. This dude in here looking chiseled as hell. Bro, I don't know what's going on. But if you listen, again, if I can get in touch with the people that put on that show, if y'all coming out to Jersey to get people, like if y'all just want spectacles, like if y'all just want people to make y'all guys like, I am the guy, bro, I will be the sacrificial lamb, because y'all out there paying that bag for people to act a fool in that ring. That dude Dylan Dennis got out there and threw more punches in that little melee situation. Yeah, I called it. Yeah, I called it because I seen it. I said Jersey. What? Let me watch this. Boy, that boy went out there and threw more punches in the melee than he did the entire fight. I said, nah, he definitely ain't from out here, bro. Bro wasn't on nothing. Like, what was it? Where is he from? I gotta look up different parts. He got to be from some part of Jersey that I'm not familiar with, bro, because we don't participate like that. I'm just here to say I don't have no issue with no part of Jersey, but to my knowledge, we don't behave in that manner, and I'm not responsible. Jersey is not, we're not held responsible. Like, that wasn't an accurate representation of what Jersey is. And if the Misfits program, if y'all interested, if y'all find y'all way, listen, I ain't telling y'all what to do, but if y'all find y'all way in Jersey scouting for talent, just look JusDueBoxing up, send me a DM, an email, holla at your boy. You know what I mean? Let me know. I'm in it for the bag. Jordan, see what it do. I'll take that bag. We are not claiming Dylan Dennis. I don't know where he's from, bro, but it's not Jersey like that. Nah, bro. What type of we're at? You know what I'm saying? Nah, you can't just put it out there like, all right, we know like Shakur is Newark, New Jersey. We know Shadeja Green, Patterson, New Jersey. Like, we're at in New Jersey. You can't just throw it out there. Like, bro, I'm gonna assume that's a typo. That's a typo. I'm sticking to it, bro. We not claiming that dude. Nah, he got up there and did absolutely not. Jay, I'll be the sacrificial lamb, bro. You know what I'm saying? All right, bro. That man, yo, all air balls, Platt boy, like, hey, he ain't laying a shot. Conor McGregor said, man, how did he miss the security was scared and everything. You think I would have been scared of a guy that just let Logan Paul punch on him for however, what was that, an 8-round, 5-round, 8-round, or whatever it was? Man, bro, I wouldn't have been scared. He said Delaware. Facts, Drew. You say from Delaware, man. He lives down the street from JusDue, man. Where he at, man? Because, hey, Will, if he lived down the street from me, bro, he owed me some money, bro. That was a very poor representation of the town, bro. We can't go outside like that, bro. Line it up. But I can't, I would fight Logan, but how my weight set up, I'm like an untrained junior middleweight. So you probably gonna have to get somebody in that like that 154-ish, 160 range. Like once we could swing the middleweight range. Like Logan Paul probably like 2 something. That's bogus. Like ain't arguably on or off something. Like I'm not playing with him. Like, you know what I mean? Get me in there with somebody my size, bro. I'm from Jersey. You could put it up on the screen that I'm from Jersey. You can even I can even tell y'all the exact part where I'm from. You can tell everybody, bro, but I'll take that money. Jay, sacrificial land me up, bro. He's from Delaware Extended. I'm telling you. Yeah, man, we not responsible, big dose. He bogus like that. Salute, homie. How you feeling? He from which court is from? North. Hey, nah. North definitely nah. Hey, big dose. If he from North, they strolling him when he get back out there. He getting DP'd and he ain't even in no gang. They just go DP him for no reason, bro. You go out there and lay an egg. Then you let them put that you was from Jersey like Dylan. You had to know that they was going to tell the world where you was from. You thought I wasn't going to catch it? Nah, I rep Jersey. I love my Jersey athletes. I support them heavy, male, female, top star, just beginning. It don't matter. If you putting on for Jersey and you out there, just do rocking with you, bro. But Dylan Dennis, nah, bro. You change your location, bro. You ain't from here. Nah, no, you not. Don't do that. Dude from Melrose, and y'all know it. Y'all know he from Melrose. Don't do us like that. Don't do us like that. He from North. They gonna DP him, big dose, for no reason. Oh man, he sounds surprised he even got in the ring. You should see him under every Instagram comment section trolling. Right, Jordan. See, yo, he gamed him. I gotta give him that because you know I am just due. So only place I could give Dylan his just due is really gaming these people. Like I gotta give him credit for 2 things. I gotta give him his just due for 2 things. Convincing these people that you actually was gonna get in there and fight and win. Like you convinced them to give you a bag. I gotta give you a just due for that. And yeah, like convincing them that you was from Jersey, like that's comical, bro. Like that's a good one. Like you need to tell them like it was like some type of April Fool's joke. Like late April for something. Like you got to tell them you was just joking because that was a hell of a joke, bro. Like you from Jersey, New Jersey. That's why they just said anybody else. You know, they be like Shakur from North New Jersey. Shadeja, like I said, Patterson, New Jersey. Like, where are you from, bro? You can't you not just from everywhere because you damn sure ain't. We ain't never seen you out here. You got to chill, man. Nah, man, I'll take that free money. I'm going to be just do manager. Facts, Jay. We going to the top, man. Going to the top, Jay. So you fight Logan and give me John Fury. Facts, man. Let's do Will. We got work to do, man. About to get in the gym, man. From Wisconsin, the way he put on. Oh man, yo, that boy from Mulberry Road, man. From Mulberry Street somewhere, man. Where he from, man? Man, the word is the Muslim boxer on the next Misfits card. He actually can fight, though. Jay, he can fight. The Muslim boxer can fight. I watched that. He said, man, just checking. Yeah, nah. Hell nah, big dose. I think he from Mulberry Lane or something like that, man. They don't know where that dude came from. Like a punch is like he had a frying pan and said, hey, yo, bro, you seen it? He was getting drilled on. Logan was throwing those WWE style punches with gloves on. I was like, look at Logan Paul, boy. His body shots was foolish, but he had some weight behind him because he was catching dude. I was like, look at him, about to get slept. Don't do that again, Misfits. Nah, seriously, bro. If y'all gonna put somebody else from Jersey on one of them cars, if y'all don't hit Just Do Up, yeah, we gotta get the word out there, bro. Like, we gotta chill. Yeah, Jay, he nice. I like him. I follow him too. I know what you talking about. He nice. He can fight. I definitely watch him. But nah, man, the Misfits, we gotta get in touch with them people. Like, who authorized that? Like, look, I'll go train for a couple months too and get in there and get beat up. Know what I'm saying? Who y'all need to look good? Know what I'm saying? So I can go in there and fight. Yo, you gotta be no heavier than 160, yo. Don't get out of control, bro. And we gotta do VADA testing. Know what I'm saying? We gotta do VADA testing, and y'all gotta let me use them same gloves that Maidana used on Broner. Know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way it's gonna be fair. Know what I'm saying? You pay me. Know what I'm saying? I'll get in shape. Pay me that bag. We got to do VADA testing because I ain't letting nobody come in juice to the gills. Know what I'm saying? And y'all got to let me wear the same stuff Margarito had when he fought Cotto the first time. And on top of that, I gotta be able to wear the gloves that Maidana wore against Broner. Other than that, like I don't know how we gonna do it. I don't know how we gonna work it out. I mean, if that sounds like a fair deal to me, just give me the hand wraps that Margarito had, because according to him, there wasn't nothing wrong with them. But I seem to feel differently. I think those would make me pretty comfortable. So let me get those that Margarito had. You know what I'm saying? He bogus for having them anyway, but according to him, there was nothing wrong with him. So let me get them. And you know, Robert Garcia said those same gloves that he was trying to use against Floyd, he used against, you know, Broner. Just let me get them. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing, or let me get the Fury gloves. And then we good. We good to go. I think it's a fair fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? It makes goes. Right. Let me get them Tyson Furies, man. I don't care what y'all say. Let me get them Tyson Furies, bro. Let me let my joints bend like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got the tie on his hands behind his back. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? You got a tie, you know what I'm saying? And then we good. It was fair fight. You know what I'm saying? Margarito had that cast. He damn sure did. Yo, AJ, I was so disappointed when I seen that for Cotto. I was gutted for him. When I was watching that fight, all jokes aside, when I was watching that fight, I was looking like, damn, you know, you see the way Cotto bleeding? I'm like, damn, he looked like he just don't want to be hit no more. Like, it's one thing for like somebody to just be beating you up and it's hurt, but it just looked different in the way he was like bleeding. And I was like, damn, I never seen him look like that. Man, Cotto was on his ass. He had that proof, boy. Cotto was on him. He said, man, yeah, man, showed him that. And then he beat him in a rematch. I was happy for him. But I think that he arguably changed Cotto's career, man. Matt's Cotto career. He said he ain't watch it. Yeah, man. I had to, big dog. I seen Jersey up there. I said, man, he about to go outside. I already know. You know what I'm saying? And Max is, I'm telling you, Miss Joelle, let me get the Margarito treatment and the Maidanas, and we cool. He cut him up bad. I was so happy when he beat him up, though, in the rematch. But he arguably changed the trajectory of Cotto's career. He damn sure did. I think he did with that loss because Cotto was on a tear, man. But he still got some meaningful wins after that. Cotto a real one, man. He was he was a top fighter. He was a hell of a fighter, man. Fun guy to watch for sure. But man, salute to everybody in the building, man. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. Y'all make sure y'all sub to the channel. Have y'all notifications on, man. We just gonna keep building, man. We're gonna keep pushing this content out. We're gonna keep building on this great boxing. We had some great boxing last night. Janibek put on his show. Keyshawn, he showed you he's still learning in there. Still a solid win, a good test. Nair Albright fought back. Salute to him as well. Duke Reagan coming off a loss, coming off a year layoff, losing his pops. Get a kid a minute to shake back. You get what I'm saying? Get him to get his bearings up under him. You know what I mean? And see where he could go from there. Tszyu is ascending. He's getting better in the sport. He's confident. He's calling for CHARLO. He's calling for Vegas. He wants those fights in the States. I think that's what's in his foreseeable future. It's cool that he kind of, you know, fought his last fight in Australia, but I think he should leave those options open just in case he can fight the right American fighter in Australia and make a sizable bag, right? I think his options need to stay open for that reason. But other than that, let's see it. Come your ass to Vegas. If CHARLO can get transitioned back to 54, give us that fight. Let's see it, man. But salute to Tszyu and Brian Mendoza. He fought a solid fight. Hell of a chin. Took a lot of punishment. He got hit with every tool in the shed, every appliance in your kitchen, every sink in the house. Bro got hit with everything, pots and pans. But he had a hell of a chin. He never went down. He never wavered. He never quit. He just was outgunned. Tszyu was on one. He was very efficient, very effective, and he had his mind made up. And he was very good defensively too. I was impressed with his performance. I think he can get better, and that's the scary part for 154. So that's the interesting part as well. So we're gonna see. Salute to boxing. Boxing wins, and we just gave it its just due, how we always do. Much love and appreciation to everybody. Peace out to the Queen, Miss Joette, and my brother Will. Hardcore boxing news. Y'all don't forget to check Jay out at 7 o'clock. That's a half an hour, 30 minutes. He will be live. Y'all go join him at the hangout. Go tell him I said what up. You know what I mean? Don't meet him there. Beat him there, man. But with that, man, y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all good Sunday as well, man. Even if y'all watching some football or y'all go check out my bro Jay, man, y'all make sure y'all go hit the like button, at least tell him what up, salute him. and we just gonna keep building, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. Eat good, watch some good football if y'all into that. You know, Zane, what it do, homie? Brian Mendoza, right? Ton of heart, bro. Ton of heart. He'll be back. Hey, that Zane, that's the kind of fight that win you fans, bro. Salute to Zane. Appreciate you pulling up. Salute to my guy Jay, Andrew Gertz. Peace to the fan, man. But yeah, bro, that's the only thing Tszyu didn't do was body slam. Right, yeah, he did everything well. But yeah, Zane, heart of a champion. He'll be back. That's the kind of guy that I support, win, lose, or draw. I don't throw guys away after losses, especially when you fight that you know, with that type of effort. You get what I'm saying? He did his absolute best to try to win. He didn't lay down. It got tough for him. He never wavered. He never quit. He got hit with everything. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, every tool in the shed, every appliance in the house, the pot and pans under the sink. Like he, you know what I mean? The sink that's under the sink, he got hit with everything. He said, you know, I'm eating good. That's what I like to hear, Jay. I'm out to figure out when I'm eating well. Tim is dangerous. He's going to be a champion. Hey, Zane, he a champion already. He got the WBO, yo. He got the WBO, and that was his first official title defense. He got the WBO. Remember, they stripped Charlo the minute he got announced against Canelo. So he got the WBO belt. He's calling for Charlo, and he's calling for Las Vegas. So those are two good signs. So hopefully we get that. Corned beef and cabbage. Goodies. Let's go, man. Goodies. That's that stuff that stick to your ribs, Jay. That's that stuff that stick to your ribs and give you that good old itis, you know? But I appreciate everybody, man. Y'all just... We seen some good boxing, and like I said, Keyshawn is the real deal to me. Tszyu is the real deal. Neither guys are hype jobs. I believe 7 o'clock, AJ. I believe 7 o'clock. So that's less than a half an hour to go. 7 o'clock tomorrow. Beef stroganoff. That's pretty good too. Will, that's good too. But salute to y'all, man. Much love and appreciation to everybody in the super chat, my bros, and in the cash app. Yeah, you got less than a half hour. Bro, that's what we all want to see. Refuse to lose. Right, Zane. Great fight, man. Great fight, great effort, man. But salute to everybody. Appreciate y'all. Enjoy y'all Sunday. Catch Jay over there at 7 o'clock. That's less than a half hour at the hangout. Tell him I said what up. And with that, yeah, you already know, AJ. Much love. We up out of here, y'all. Peace.